and start streaming. Welcome everyone to tonight's episode of D&D. Okay, so last session, what happened? You guys travelled north for up to north of Longsaddle, up towards the Shiny Tin Inn, gathering information on the whereabouts of a griffin in order to gather some feathers to return to the Magician's Emporium in Longsaddle, to the magician there named Kashane. On your way there, you came across... actually, before you left Longsaddle, you spoke to Yep, who was the owner of the general store, who mentioned that his brother had been missing for some period and was last seen heading north to the town of Mirabar. You guys headed north. On the way there, you came across two mage hunters, which appeared to have captured Yep's brother, Bob. You defeated those mage hunters, which then appeared to be some sort of shape-shifting... just sort of devil-worshipping cultists or something along the like. Defeated those. They summoned a bullet at the same time. You defeated that bullet as well. You then continued up to the Shiny Tin Inn. You got a bit of information about that griffin and then headed out to the east to where its location was. With the assistance of Shadowing, you found that griffin. Chose not to have an encounter with it and just... gather as many feathers as you could and get out of there quick smart. Returning to the Shiny Tin Inn that evening, it's now getting into pretty late at night. You recall that there was a fighting pit underneath the Shiny Tin Inn called the Valid Drake, and decided to have a bout, see how you would go, how you would fare. Drakon stepped up to the plate and had a fight with a Kenku named Kettle, who appeared to be some sort of cool warlock. After a pretty one-sided battle, Drakon sort of impressed most of the hunters there that night and managed to defeat that Kenku. And that's where we left off. I believe that Drakon collected his two mage hunters goods. Just mute your Twitch there. So, party, what would you like to do?
We left off, he just, Drakon had just finished the bout, hadn't he?
Yep.
Yes, he'd finished the bout. I believe he'd kicked...
So we're still in the fighting pit?
Yep.
Did you bet money, Nesbar?
No, I didn't bet any money.
I don't think anyone placed bets while I was fighting.
Yeah, I forgot to.
No, because we thought you were going to win.
Yeah. You could have placed bets on the other guy, Cromba.
Who else was in the fighting pit?
Let's have a look.
Yes.
So there was a myriad of people within there. No one really had any chance to sort of approach anyone or discuss anything while they were there. A few sort of misfits of characters. You could see that there was a sort of cleric figure on the opposite side who would pull people out of the ring once they'd been defeated and sort of make sure that they were stabilised and not dead. There was a sort of big war chief dude who had been who'd won the previous battle, or was he defeated? I can't remember. So he's over on the west side as well, just sort of licking his wounds. There's a couple of people that just look like they could be ragtag humans, mostly humans. You can see a dwarf. There is a large half-orc that stands on the western wall. Yeah.
All that blood in the ring is from me kicking Kettle's butt, I suppose.
It is.
You did quite well.
I was very lucky. Anyone else looking for a fight?
Someone? Is it really late? Is it really late, or is it?
It is pretty late.
Late.
You've travelled for a long time. You would probably start looking at points of exhaustion. You haven't had big battles, but you've had a lot of travel today. You
Yep.
travelled out to the west, out to those hills, which pretty much took up most of the day. By the time you got back now, you probably left at maybe 4 or 5 p.m. and it's now getting into pretty late at night.
And we're going to head back to Longsaddle in the morning, aren't we?
That's the plan. I think the plan was a long rest, and then heading back. Yep.
See the Magic Man, see Yep.
See Yep, and see Kashan. Correct. Deliver our feathers.
And then feathers.
Heading back to Griffin Feathers, and then take Maloon to Harkle in Black.
Take Maloon to Harkle, or Harkle's just meeting Maloon at Hook Pipe?
Say that again.
Are we escorting Maloon to Hook Pipe, or is Harkle? Is he just making his own way there, and Harkle's meeting him there?
No, we'll escort him.
We've
he
taken
wants
Harkle.
He wants
Yeah,
us
we're
to
taking
escort
Harkle.
him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
You're right.
So Pozu goes, I don't know about you boys, but I think tomorrow is a big day. And I just spin around and just walk upstairs.
No worries. You guys watch Pozu as he sort of creaks up. He opens the trap door that leads out to the outside. You can hear some crickets chirping through the sort of hustle of people that are moving around inside over the top of that. And closes the trap door behind him.
Yeah, it's time for bed. Off he goes. And there's Paul walks up.
Jorma, as you leave Drakon, Jorma gives you a big whack on the back and he sort of says, "You're a good fighter. Hopefully we see you again next time."
I hope so too. And I think I'll follow Pozu up too. I'm knackered. Just had a flight.
Alright, so everyone's going upstairs? Is that where we're going?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
So you head back in through the tavern and you head straight up the stairs, I assume, or do you want to hang out in the tavern?
Is
Have we
Maloon
got a
still
room?
in the tavern?
Yeah.
Who, sorry?
Is Maloon still in the tavern?
Maloon is still in the tavern on the bottom floor.
I'm going to sidle up to him and say...
Yeah, just a sec, guys, sorry.
Copy.
You're going to say, see you in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll send
we're
the
going
conversation.
to... Well, I'll offer him... I'll offer him that he can come with us now, or we can come back this way. It's probably easier for him to come with us in the morning
Mm-hmm.
to Longsaddle, and then
We've already
To,
organised bedding, haven't we? Like, we've already organised that before.
Yep, we've all got rooms good to go.
I'm pretty sure we've paid for it.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think we organised it.
Sorry, guys. So Maloon is still in the tavern, down by near the bar.
Is
Unmute
DM
your
talking to us? Yeah.
Microphone DM.
Unmute.
You're muted.
What a noob! What an absolute noob!
Was that like 5 minutes of speech?
Yeah, I gave you a full exposition. That was so you walk back upstairs. Maloon is still in the bar. He's sitting at the same table he was. It hasn't been a long time since you went downstairs. You had that one fight. Now you're sort of back above. A few new faces, but and some people have left. Yok Gugu, the orc that you originally met, has gone.
All right, so I'm going to sidle up to Maloon and say, Maloon, my good fellow, how do you fare?
Yes, I'm very much looking forward to heading out to Silvery Moon. I appreciate the escort.
We've got a little detour we have to make on the way, but if you want to come with us in the morning, we'll be on our way.
Whereabouts are you heading?
Longsaddle, first light.
To be honest with you, I've already come from Longsaddle. I've been that way. I don't really care to travel back in a direction that I'm not heading, if that makes sense. I apologize, but It's fine if you can't escort me. I'll just head on my way.
Well, if you want to wait here, we can head to Long Saddle and come back this way. But that'll be another day on you. And our connection, who is in Hook Pie,
I know Hook
she's
Pike.
not going to wait there very long. Well, if you want to go straight to Hook Pike, there's someone that could lead you to Silvery Moon.
I tell you what, I'll head off to Hook Pike. If you could let your friend know that if they're still there, or I may also wait here and see if there's some other party that could escort me. I tell you what, thank you for your trouble anyway. It's fine. I'll make my own way. I appreciate your assistance as far as you did.
Fair enough. And I just turn around and go to I turn around and just go upstairs.
Alright. He looks a little perplexed, not bothered, like not angry or upset with you, but he just sort of turns back to his meal and furrows his brow and starts thinking about an alternative plan.
Off to bed.
Yeah, Pozu goes upstairs and off to bed.
Alright, what are you other guys doing?
I'm doing the same.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drink.
No worries. Are you
My
intending to
stock
drink for a
standard.
while?
Yeah, I just only want 3 blackest tots
Okay.
with the deep grog. So what's that? 12 gold.
Oh, you've got the menu up already?
Yep.
Yeah, perfect. You're going the special again? The
Yeah,
deep grog? Perfect.
the deep grog.
You smash them back.
12 gold.
You sit at the bar for probably a good maybe half hour or so, and the dwarf that you'd met earlier, Yusturi, Battlegut, the dwarf that was helping Yusul, the woman who lost her sister to the griffin. He sort of sidles up next to you and gives you a bit of a hip and shoulder as he sits on the stool next to you and goes, hang on, let me get my accent right here. Do you mind buying one of me? One for me, buddy?
I said, I can do one better than that. I'll buy you 2.
Hey, that's a good lad. And he gives you a bit of an elbow and grabs the grog out of your hands, throws it back.
I better buy 2 for me as well.
Perfect. Okay, so
Splashing cash. Kromna.
Alright, so they're 4 gold each.
Mm-hmm.
You just throw money at the bar. Vodron's sort of like his eyes are lighting up. He knows it's going to be a big night. People actually start to filter out of the bar, and you two are
Do they have
sitting there a couple
any
of hours
like
later.
toss the boss or anything like that where I can try and win drinks back?
Not like that. I mean,
Yeah.
there's a game that the guys are still playing on the table down from you, which is that Bones, where we're playing 7s and 12s.
Yeah, no.
Not interested in that.
No. I'll just keep drinking.
Toss the boss.
Yeah.
This isn't like an Outback Steakhouse. All right. So you other guys, are you going to bed or what's?
No,
Yeah.
then I'll go to
Yeah,
bed
I've
too.
made my way up. I'm already upstairs.
Right, no worries. So I think you had purchased rooms before. I can't remember exactly which rooms you guys were
I
in.
think we have. Yeah.
I tried to look back through the sessions to find out when I told you where you were staying, but I couldn't find it, unfortunately, so I apologise. But, I mean, you can pick a room now. You've paid for one.
Oh no, pick a room.
There we go.
Sounds ominous.
Pick a room. The only room that is taken is this one here.
Okay. Well, how many of us are left? 3.
Right, I'm only small, so I'll take a small bed.
I'll
Not
go
the
with
double
you.
bed.
Is there 2?
All right. And Drakon, you're going into a room.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys start to get some sleep. Everyone gets some shut eye. everyone can roll a long rest, except for Drakon.
Oh, fuck.
Drakon. Just a sec, I'm going to change up the music.
Jesus.
Drakon.
Yes, sir.
As you start to fall asleep, sort of slow, sort of wind blowing outside the window, you can hear the rustle of the leaves against the window and the sort of slow creaking of wood. That starts to fill your dreams, but
You mean my nightmares? Drakon doesn't dream, he just has nightmares.
Oh god.
Oh no,
yeah, here we go.
DM.
Sorry. Can you hear me?
Yep.
All right. So darkness is surrounding you in your peaceful slumber. The night is calm, but the wind slowly fades to silence. And in the darkness, shapes begin to emerge. And you can feel for some reason like you're standing and there's soft dirt beneath your feet. You can smell again the blood and sweat from the fighting pits beneath you before. You breathe in deep and it fills your nostrils, that smell of blood and sweat. And you appear to be standing alone in the fighting pit. And there's absolute silence. From the darkness, in the fighting pit with you, a figure steps towards you. Broad shoulders, wide set eyes, black scales, and a long, powerful tail.
He's Dragonborn.
You abandoned us, Drakon of Nerexius.
Oh, I know who this is.
So the figure steps forward in your direction, slowly but with purpose. And you notice up in the rails above you, similar figures begin to take shape in the bleachers above the pit, all wearing familiar armour of the Nerexius tribe. They angrily stare in your direction, their eyes glazed over with a look of hatred and defeat. They appear pale and lifeless, soaked in blood. Some of them have their throats slit. A traitor to your people. The figure reaches behind his back and pulls a broadsword and steps forward again. You recognise his face. His eyes have a penetrating emerald sheen. Morkrath the Heed, the tyrannical leader of your former clan. His stance shifts slightly as his malicious intentions become clear. What do you want to do?
Am I carrying any weapons?
You can reach for your sword.
I'm
Not
gonna
naked.
grab my sword and I'm gonna drop it. If it's there.
Actually, as you go to reach for it, you do notice that your hand is already the broadsword is already in your hands.
Okay.
You're gripping it tight with both
Yeah.
hands. You went to reach back behind you, but you noticed it was already within your grip.
So yeah, I'm gonna drop it onto at my feet,
Okay.
and I'm gonna sort of raise my hand, like to show that I'm not armed,
Okay.
and I'm gonna say, "If you've come for my soul, I'm ready."
Okay. As you do that, as it clatters towards the ground, hitting the soft dirt and spitting up a bit of dust, he stops moving forward and he says, "As I expected, Drakon the coward, the deserter." And he leaps forward and slashes out towards you. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. Just a sec, guys. Sorry. How do we go?
Natural 20.
Really? Okay. You wake up screaming. Your bed is drenched with your own sweat. You can feel the sort of acid reflux of the copper building up in your throat, and you're about to unleash it out through the room. But luckily, you save yourself from doing that, and copper, acid doesn't go everywhere throughout these rooms. And as you notice that, you notice two other figures sit up in the beds with you. There are two other people that were staying in this dorm
Hostile.
at that tomb, and they scramble back into the corner of their beds and looking at you like this. What do you do?
I say, "Fear not." Oh, well, I guess I'm shaken up, aren't I?
You are.
I'm like devastated. I think I'll get up and just pace the hallway for a minute, collect my thoughts.
They look a little relieved that that you've got up and left the room.
Yeah.
And you can now. How long do you spend pacing the hallway?
Probably just till my heart rate settles. So let's say 5-10 minutes.
And do you have any particular thoughts that you're thinking about?
I'm just feeling guilt and the feeling of betrayal.
Okay.
It still haunts me.
There is something that you did notice in the. Was it a dream? Was it a recollection? Was it a memory? What was it? There is something that you did notice throughout the dream, and that's that they had the crest of your tribe emblazoned throughout all their armor. It's on the hilt. It's on the hilt of your sword that you carry. That was still the sword that was given to you when you were a soldier of the Neuraxius tribe, and it's emblazoned on all the armor that was around those people. And this is what the armor looks like.
Very cool.
That's the emblem. Okay. You do eventually go back to bed and settle yourself down, lower your heart rate, and manage to get a long rest. So if you want to take that now.
Yes, please.
I'm just going to check your guys' passive perception.
13.
Pozu, you did hear in the middle of the night the screams, or at least some mumbles or a notice of alarm in the rooms close to you.
Is that when I was up? When I was awake at the time?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So you've got a relatively peaceful slumber, except for one. You wake up in the morning, most of you to the beautiful smell of crispy bacon cooking downstairs, along with some eggs. The sun is shining. There's a light breeze outside. You are noticing that some of the leaves are starting to change colour with the autumn air.
I reckon we just scoff breakfast and get out of here, boys. What do you reckon?
Let's do it.
Most definitely.
All right. So just knock a couple of silver off for your sort of breakfast. I assume that some of you have some coffee. Sort of you can deliberate how much that's going to cost you. Your normal cost commodities for the day. That all goes ahead. And you guys make your way off. I assume you're heading back for Long Saddle.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Okay.
That was the plan.
Right. You head off for some time. Is there any particular pace or order of how are you moving here?
Briskly.
Not. Whoa, what's that thing? Oh, that's the crest.
Can you still see that?
Yeah, just a brisk. That just came up for me because of my slowed internet.
Okay.
I could walk first.
Yeah, we can do just a brisk walk at general formation. Put the shifter in the front. Put the healer in the back. Big, small, bigger, not as small.
And I've just lost my music. I'm just going to try and get that back. Sorry, guys. When did that stop playing?
When Dracon's dream started.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's right.
You okay, Dracon?
Shaken up. Wasn't sure where you're going to go with that one. How much of my backstory you're going to give away there?
No one would meddle. That's fine. Let's just get that. Alright, so you travel for a period. I'll get Nesbar to roll a perception check.
Perception, eh?
Perception, eh?
Is that a different link to the first one? Damn, oh, it's the same one, sorry. Never mind.
Yep.
It's 4.
Oh boy.
9.
Nothing particular catches your attention. You do come across the battle that you'd had previously fought along the road with the bullet and those mages. The mages do look like, because you just sort of left them there in the field, they do look like they've sort of been turned over and either their pockets gone through more than what you did, or someone was investigating the battle scene. The bullet looks pretty bloody and messed up, mostly because I think Cromnar got in there with his axe and tried to dig out a couple of teeth, which I believe he was successful in doing. Do you wish to continue?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep on walking.
As we're going, I want to like step back in the line and have a talk to Cromnar.
Sure.
And as we're walking, I pull my glove off and show him the ring.
Show him
And I
the ring.
say, you've seen the ring, haven't you?
Yeah, he was implying something
Oh, the ring on you. Yeah, okay.
on his finger.
Because I said, pull my glove off.
Okay.
So I show him the middle finger of my left hand.
Yep.
And I say, what do you think about this? Does it look any worse or any better?
Looks worse, I reckon.
Does it look worse, DM?
It significantly does.
Okay.
Oh shit!
Is there anything you can do? What do you think about it?
I'd probably have to diagnose some illness on that, I reckon.
Oh.
Is that an actual action that you have?
Probably roll a medicine check.
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and make a medicine check.
Nice, Cromnar.
Wow.
19.
Okay. You sort of slow down a bit and you take your time as you're walking along. You're still walking at a decent pace, but you're sort of grabbing his hand and having a good look at it. You're sort of looking at the skin around his finger, and you can tell that it's sort of blackened, and there's sort of streaks of purple veins that are starting to come out of it. It doesn't look necrotic in any way, like it's any sort of. It almost looks like a tattoo, but a tattoo that's been there for 50 years. You know how old sailors sort of have those sort of emblazoned or faded tattoos, sort of like that, but a bit deeper under the skin. Is there anything else that you're trying to ascertain from your medicine check?
No, just whether it's growing or spreading or.
Your recollection from when you last saw it, which I believe was a few days ago, maybe a week or so ago, when you were at Harkle's house, when he first took off the glove and showed everyone in the party. It looks worse, but I mean you didn't get a good look at it then. It was just a brief period that you saw it. From that, there is another thing that you notice as you're inspecting it, and that's that when you do touch the ring, there's something about it that just gives you a foreboding sense of dread. You sort of get a bit of a cold sweat. You can feel like this heavy pulsing energy that's coming out of it, and it feels unholy.
Unholy.
Yes.
Okay, so I'll react
Accordingly.
Accordingly, sort of recoil a bit from it.
Okay.
And be like, so there's something unholy about that.
What's when you say unholy? What do you mean?
I mean, Helm is talking to me and telling me that it's not our way. It's of evil. It's not. It seems to be a little bit unholy.
Right. Well,
I can't really put my finger on it though.
well, I can.
Not even your middle finger.
I'll put it in it.
You put it in it.
And so Pozu's like, all right, do you reckon healing anything on my hand will make it a bit better?
Cromnar
As you
just
see-
walks away. Cromnar just gets up and leaves.
He's gone. He doesn't want anything part of it. I don't know what he saw when he touched a ring, mate, but it spooked him.
Fair enough. And I'll just put my glove back on and keep walking.
Had I
And then after about
Dracon being just
We'll
in
come
front
back
of
to
these
it, Posey.
two, had he heard any of this conversation going on?
Roll a perception check. I don't think
Why? I
they
thought it
were
was
being
terrible.
particularly quiet about it. Correct me if I'm wrong,
Nah.
Posey, but I don't
I'm
believe.
wasting my
It
roll.
was just general.
You heard every word, Dracon. You noticed
Yeah.
the recoil in Cromnar. You
Yeah.
saw as much detail as almost as much detail as what Cromnar did at close inspection.
I this whole time I've had my longsword in my hand. I'm just sort of stroking that emblem, still thinking about last night.
Sure.
And I turn around to Pozu and I say, "If you want, I'm happy to cut it off."
Somehow I think it's just what's going to happen there is I'll lose a finger, but a ring will pop up somewhere else.
Okay, the offer stands. Whenever you need.
When I put
Here
it
if you
on,
need.
I never put the ring on.
Mm.
It was just on my hand one day.
Right. I didn't know that. I don't think I knew that.
I don't think anyone knows that. It was just on me.
We need to
And,
ask that. We should ask
doesn't-
that mage about it.
I've got a feeling that there's something very bad about this ring.
Yeah.
But there's something very magic about it also that I can't quite put my finger in. And I kind of want to get down to the bottom of it. I mean, you can try. What DM question? If
Yep.
Ozzy gets his finger cut off,
Mhm.
can you get a finger replaced with magic?
Maybe.
No. I mean, cutting off a limb or a part of your body is not something you can heal. Like with a restoration, or maybe with a restoration spell, but not with healing hands or something like that. That's if you were to cut off adventurers over time do get scars and things that happen. Like you can lose an eye, you could lose a hand. So essentially, no is the answer.
I suppose you left or right-handed.
I'm ambidextrous, but that's not of any matter. I think I kind of want to chase a couple of avenues first before I get you to cut my finger off.
Fair enough.
But I do have a feeling that it's magic and bad. If you cut my finger off, my finger's just going to magically either come back on with the ring on it, or the ring's going to just go on another one of my fingers.
That's your feeling.
Cromnar, back me up. Did you get that feeling from the ring?
Yes, I got that feeling from the ring.
Good. You kind of went blank before we talked to you about it. It's like you were somewhere else.
Yes, it was very unholy. But it's holy because it's got a hole in the middle of it, though.
That's what makes it a ring.
Yeah.
Cromnar looks genuinely perplexed by his own thought process as he's saying that.
Cromnar just goes cross-eyed and keeps walking.
Can I cast Detect Evil and Good?
Absolutely. Yep. Let me just look through. Is that where you got that?
What's that?
Where is that a spell?
One of my spell, yeah.
Let's have a look. Fucking hell, your spell list, man. My god.
Detect evil and good.
Can you read it to me? I can't find it.
That's on.
He's put it in the chat.
Oh, thank you.
No worries.
Look at you. Oh, wow. See, look, technology. For
Seem
directing
professional.
aberration social dead within 30 feet of you. Okay. Magically consecrated or desecrated. What does that mean?
What's that?
What's magically desecrated mean?
I'd say it's been,
Okay, yeah. So can you describe to me as how you cast detect evil?
That means like broken apart. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
I think so. I think it
I
means
can-
if it's been magically broken apart or put together.
So I just basically on myself, I look deep inside myself, and I'm like, I need to that feeling that I. Sorry, go Tim.
It's desecration is treating something like violently with disrespect.
Okay, has it been magically? Yeah, okay, yeah.
Something sacred.
Continue,
Yeah.
Kat.
So that feeling I got from touching the ring, I need to know, what it is and whether it's evil. I got a feeling of unholy, but I just wanted to know if it was, dead or undead or magical or anything like that. So
I reckon
thought
you're
I'd-
fucked if it's if the ring's made out of lead.
Yeah.
So
Don't give the DM any ideas.
you take your time. You sort of close your eyes for a period, and the party stops as you tend to do this. You close your eyes and concentrate, and sort of look deep within yourself, and sort of hold your hands hovering over the top of either side of Pozu's left hand. And as you do that, you get this same penetrating, foreboding sense of evil that penetrates from the ring. You're pulled back eons in time, and this ring feels completely magically desecrated.
So I'll relay that to Pozu. And let him know that those feelings that I have for his ring.
Let him know that he's effed.
Okay.
I think you're in big trouble with this ring poster. The
So it's
DM
an
looks
age-
happy about it.
Yeah, I think I'm not worried, but I'm scared.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not.
We're
I'm
taking
scared
the
for you.
hot
I'm not
prize and
scared, but I'm a bit worried.
Yeah.
Pozu, can you make a wisdom save throw, please?
I've got. Is this against magic?
It is.
All right. Oh God. That's a 3. That's a 4.
Okay.
That's not a good roll.
Cromna,
We're
It's about to
throwing
happen.
Pozu into Mordor.
there's as you sort of as you step back and sort of start relaying this information to Pozu and start telling him like what your experience was of seeing that ring, Pozu, it starts to fall on deaf ears for you. And Cromna, you notice that Pozu sort of has this look on his face where he has this stance where he just sort of stops, and it's almost all life has left his face. His eyes start to turn like a light grey, and he looks stood still. He looks like his heart's not even beating. He's stood completely still on the spot, and it takes you a moment. You were continuously talking to him, and it takes you a moment to recognise that he doesn't look alive.
Pozu doesn't look alive.
No.
At the moment.
No.
Okay.
Just as you have a moment to consider it, it's like it snaps back straight away. His eyes get colour again. He continues to make movement as he normally would, and is looking at you like a bit like, why are you looking at me like that? He has
I'll
that
reach
look on
out
his
and
face.
touch him and say, "Are you okay, Pozu, my friend? You looked like you were dead, like you were dying." And I cast Spare the Dying on him.
Spare the dying?
Yeah,
Wait.
it's a cantrip.
When did I look? When did I look dead? Yesterday, last night.
Just now. Literally right now,
What?
as I was talking to you.
You reach out to him and touch him.
DM.
Yep.
Oh, you go. do this first, and then
you reach out
question.
to him and sort of grab him on the shoulder as when you notice that this overtook him. He now sort of has like it was only a brief moment. There was probably less than 3 seconds that he was in that stance where it looked like blood had drained from his face. His eyes had turned that grey colour. He'd stood dead still for that period of time. And as you've reached out to touch him, as you've grabbed him, it's like he's come back to life within the space of that few seconds. So he's not at 0 hit points. He's still conscious. He hasn't lost hit points. He's still physically with you.
Time stood still for a second.
At this time, did I feel anything happen?
You did. Which I couldn't explain to you without exposition. Like I'd have to send you a thing, which we'll come to.
Okay, so this is something for later. Am I shaken or am I okay?
You are.
I'd be pretty shaken. Hey,
you are shaken. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's similar to what you experienced before. It's like there'd been no time passed in that moment. From when you knew that there was something happening to you, there was no time that passed between you experienced something and then you had stood back in front of Kumnar. Almost like it was a dream or something out of reality.
Yeah, like the other ones that have happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I felt like I was daydreaming. The ring's bad. Let's sort this thing out. I fucking hate it.
Nesbar, there's something that you've noticed as this is happening in the background. Obviously, you can tell that there's something happening. Like it's a bit chaotic behind you, but you can see 4 figures that are approaching you from the south towards you on the road, heading north.
Oh God.
Can Nesbar see like what they're wearing?
Yeah, roll a perception check.
15.
Pretty good. So they're probably a good maybe 100 feet off or so, but you can tell they're wearing armor. It looks similar to the armor that you saw the soldiers wearing at the Shiny Tin Inn when you first met that group of 4 soldiers, and it appears to be 4 figures.
Yeah, I just Nesbar turns to the group and goes, "Eyes up, we've got 4 people in front. I think it's the soldiers, but just be careful."
Oh God.
Well, let's be ready, gents. But if they're good soldiers, we'll be able to pass our way. If
Let's be ready.
they're not,
it's after a short period that they seem to have noticed you as well. You haven't moved off the path. You haven't done anything like that. They haven't quickened their pace or tried to draw their swords or anything either. But they have slowly started to get closer to you, and yeah, they're approaching you. Is there anything else you'd like to do before they get you're within probably talking range now?
I'm going to put my hand on my crossbow.
Okay. Sorry, just a sec, guys. 1 sec.
Should I hold an action? Either doing this, he's either going to go like, these guys are sweet, and just walk past to scare us.
He just rolled.
Or he's-
DM rolled.
Yeah. Yeah. But
He did
that's a
say-
DM trick. Sometimes they roll just to trick you.
You reckon?
Like this could be an absolute mind game, or
Yep.
he's
really playing mind
games,
games.
or he's not.
They gave Dracon a nightmare.
He's
He's
already
given you a
Manticores.
Horcrux. He's really playing mind games with all of us.
He's giving you a Horcrux.
Not just in the palm of his hand.
He did say it looks like the soldiers.
As they're coming, and I just go to Dracon. I say Dracon.
That's my rap name, Dracon.
You're right.
Go Raptors.
Are you ready to roll, mate?
Mate, I don't know. I'm a bit shook.
Is that you squealing last night?
Yep. Dracon doesn't squeal, but yes, that was
I
me.
said- Posey said they're working, and then look, because you said yes, and he's like a bit taken aback.
Yep.
He's like, "Oh, we need to talk about that." And then
We do.
Then he puts his hand on the crossbow.
Are you doing that like in a threatening way, having your hand on the crossbow, like trying to threaten a party that's coming past?
No, I'm like ready, warily. Yeah.
He also is like a foot tall and at the back of 3 people.
Yeah, true. Although Nesba's leading us, and we know his motto is to
Yeah, fight. What is it?
Fight first.
Shoot first, ask questions later.
Ask questions later.
Yeah. So we're screwed. He's going to basically make or break the rest of the interaction. He's
Sorry,
leading
guys.
the way.
I'm also
right.
I'm resident tech guy, so I'm downloading a movie for Salve.
DM, while you were doing that, the other party walked past us.
Okay,
We're just going around our way.
Good to know.
Why? Yes.
They also dropped some gold on their way past. It's gone.
And the magic ring remover.
Yeah, the ring came off.
He's gone invisible.
What do we need to?
What's we need to roll? New characters.
I'm gonna for that. Well, we
So-
don't even know what's coming up next.
Poser, your ring, you didn't like see the ring. It was just showed up on your hand one day. You didn't like plunder it or anything.
Is this a?
Might as
is
well.
this a,
I might as well get
a
information.
Player
from it.
question.
Yeah.
Well, none of these guys know yet.
Should
Because
we?
we kinda
I
kept it
feel like this is a
secret. Nick
good
and I
time
have been doing stuff in the background.
Okay.
But this is but we talked about it last night, and so everyone's going to find out about it because I didn't want that to take over the game.
Yeah.
I just wanted all these things to happen. Yeah, before you guys found out about that, see if it, I didn't want that to tip anything.
I think you've shown everyone now. Like everyone's seen the ring on your finger because you spoke to
I
me.
tried to take the ring off, didn't I?
Yes, I've pulled it off, but it just magically comes back on his finger.
Yeah. Yeah, and you
we don't
healed
know
my
how we got
hand
it.
when we were at Harple's that time when I showed you. Well, I picked it up off the body of the druid in the Citadel, Sunless Citadel.
Right. You never have shown
And
it to
I stopped for a bit.
Kashan.
No. Wait, did I show it to Kashane the other day?
No. Oh,
I don't think I can't remember you've ever showing it to him.
No, I don't think I haven't showed anyone. I've only shown you guys and Harple.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, I kept it secret from you guys just so there wasn't too much involved with the ring and it taking over the story. But Posey hasn't explained where it's come from yet. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Totally.
Turds.
so was there any decisions that were made? I think last I said they'd been getting progressively closer. They're probably 30, 50 feet away from you at the moment.
Well, if they haven't done anything hostile, then there's no reason to do anything but just walk past them.
You do recognise them as they get closer. It is the captains, the guards that you'd met from Mirabar who were at the Shiny Tin Inn the previous day, who said that they had been looking for people that had been impersonating soldiers from Mirabar. And as they get closer, the woman that you met as Theoi Sun, says, greetings. You were the people we met the other night, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Correct.
Is what DM is one of these people the woman that walked out in a bit of a huff?
It is. It's the woman that's approached you and started speaking now.
Okay, cool.
How did you go with that griffin? I think last I heard you were heading up to the east. Sorry, you're still alive, so that's a good sign.
Yeah.
Someone's
Okay.
touching their microphone and it's
Yeah,
blowing
can
my
I-
earballs apart.
Sorry, yeah, it's me.
What are you doing?
It's the computer's getting hot on my lap.
Yeah, we got what we need.
You go off. That's fantastic.
Who's got the feathers? Do I have the feathers?
You do. I think Shadowwing dropped them.
Yeah, you do it.
So I go like this. I pull them like from. I've had them stuffed like down my backpack. And I pull one out. I go, pretty cool.
Oh, very impressive. Yes. Well, I guess we should thank you as well. We managed to ascertain the position of that imposter, or we obviously found the remains of the imposters that you had come across and had slain. So yes, we went to Longsaddle. We spoke to, I believe his name was Yep, and we found that man. He's now
Yep.
being imprisoned with the woman. What's her name? Dressed all in black. And she sort of turns back to the guy standing behind her.
The black. Her name is.
Yana Stormchapel. Yes, the captain.
That's right, Stormchapel.
He's now currently in prison there.
Yana is.
No, Yana has
Was he-
imprisoned the shapeshifter.
Was he one of the cultists?
I'm not familiar with. Well, I believe yes, it would be the answer. I don't know anything about his cult or his people, but all we knew that there was people impersonating our soldiers. We were sent down to find and either stop them from doing it or kill them.
Why do you think they're doing that?
We don't know. We know that they were chasing after Bob. They believed him to be a powerful mage, and we don't believe that's true. I don't know if they intended to ransom him or for other nefarious purposes. We're just not sure. But anyway, we've stopped them now, so our mission's complete, eh? She turns back to the other guys there, and they sort of give a bit of a, yeah, we get to go home, yeah.
Oh well, maybe you better be off to the Shiny Tin for a few ales before you head home.
Yes, I hear that. Yay! And two of them sort of give each other a high five. And
All right, fair enough. Lovely day, ladies and gents.
enjoy your travels.
Just before they leave, Nesbar's like, "Is the path clear down here? Did you see anything? Run into anything?"
We didn't come across anything. Back, your safe course on the rest back to Longsaddle.
Okay.
Not a guarantee
Have-
by any means, but as far as we're aware.
Cool. Nesbar just starts walking.
That's good enough for me.
All right, you guys continue.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll follow behind. No, he's not there yet.
So you guys scoffed your breakfast. You've moved at a pretty hefty pace. It's probably about half a day's travel, as in an 8-hour waking day. So it's probably about 4 hours in total before you get back to Longsaddle. So you're looking at maybe 10, 11 a.m. In the morning. You do eventually
Almost
find your way
lunchtime.
back to Longsaddle. You find the guards standing there. One of them's asleep and the other one's sort of picking his tooth, sitting on the stone bridge as he sees you approach, and then just sort of looks back over the bridge again and seems completely uninterested at your arrival.
Is this one of the Freds? Are
It
they
is,
Freds?
yeah.
Fred?
I'm sorry, I don't know your name.
Pose Pilwicken.
Pose, yeah. Yeah, welcome back. You've been busy.
We have. We've been on an errand for he's the Kashane.
Oh yeah. He's a weirdo.
Aren't we all, son? Aren't we all? And I'll just keep walking.
Okay. Oh, yeah. See ya. And you guys enter town. You do see off to the east. You do see the young Medaya that you'd rescued from the cottage, playing with Opal. They've got a sort of garden in the back there, and they're just sort of playing, chasing butterflies and that sort of stuff. And Opal sort of looks at you and waves from a fair way off.
Are we going to go to? Are we going to head and see first? Where or go see Kashan first?
We'll go see Yep first, and then Kashan.
All right, because Yep's closer, isn't he? He's
Yeah,
just off.
Just there.
Okay. Well, you guys run ahead. I just need to talk to the girl for a little bit.
Okay.
Okay.
So as they're walking, I'm just going to duck off to see. Is it Opal? Adaya.
Which Opal is the young sort of apprentice acolyte at the.
No, I want to talk to Adaya.
Adaya, okay. All right, so we'll start that, and then we'll come back to you guys. So you sort of make your way. There is a gate that you can open to get into the fence of where the garden is, and Adaya immediately sort of starts making her way towards you, and Opal sort of lags behind a bit, and Adaya runs up and actually wraps herself around you. She's pretty close to your height, and gives you a big smile.
Hello, darling.
Her smile gets a bit brighter and bigger.
And I ask her, you know, when she did that thing the other time, did she do that telepathically?
She did, yes.
Was that in my head?
Was in your head.
So I'm going to think to her,
Uh-huh.
and I say, like, I think to her and I say, is this how you do it?
She's looking at you, and she sort of tilts her head to one side, and she's like, are you okay?
Oh, okay. You know the other day when you said, I'm one of you, or one of us.
Yes, I recall.
What did you mean?
You're a chosen one. You're a follower of her, of the light.
Okay,
Are you not?
gotcha.
Something happened to you. I saw you in that shop. Something overtook you.
When I was in the shop?
Yeah. So when you first got back from rescuing her from the cottage, you went straight to Kashane's because you had that box and
Yeah.
stuff. She assisted you she sort of pulled you out of that state that you were in.
Trance.
Yeah, that trance that no one else noticed
Okay.
that you were in at that time.
Yeah.
And there's something between that at that moment that caused that bond that physically pulled you into that telepathic state and allowed her to communicate with you like that.
Something happened then?
Yes, yeah. So
But
there
I
was
don't know.
there was
I can't
forces
recall.
at play. There was influences that impacted that moment that are sort of outside of
Yeah.
both your abilities. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I've got
when you're
that.
trying to
Okay,
communicate,
I understand
yeah,
that bit.
yeah, cool.
I'm like, yeah. So I think, like, I'm thinking to myself, okay, it's not magic. It's, and I'd say, I'm like, you're talking about her, aren't you?
Yes. Yes, I am. Yes.
All right.
Her, Mistra.
Awesome. Yeah, that's a name.
Yes.
Do I know that's a name?
You do.
Okay. Yeah, that's it. I got it. Thank you very much. I'm out of here. I've got to go catch up with these guys. I might see before we go.
All right. And okay, you guys, I guess you've started to move back down towards Yep and Brother.
Yep. And brother.
Okay.
I'll just run up and try and catch up with them whenever I can.
All right, no worries. It'll probably be a couple of minutes before you catch up, but they've continued on and they've entered the store, I guess. Yeah. You enter and you see Bob is actually there now, and
And
he's
brother.
like, No. Bob's Yep isn't actually there. He's not present at the moment. You see Bob, who's standing in the store that you rescued from the shapeshifters, the mage hunters. Be like, my friends, you've returned. Thank you so much. What brings you here? I appreciate everything you've done for me. I've actually left that horse with Droella at the farm north. You can take that horse. Is that why you're here? Do you want your horse back? Oh, did we lose Pozu?
Yeah, I think so. Pozu? That ring's got him. He's lads.
He's gone into another trance again.
That's it.
He said his internet connection was being shitty, so...
Oh, well, I guess we're waiting for him to catch up anyway.
You are waiting for him to catch up anyway, yeah.
Where's your brother? I would like to ask him, where's Yep?
He's with Yana at the town hall, the Long Saddle Hall. I believe that they're currently interrogating that shapeshifter, one of the people who tried to kidnap me.
Oh, very good. Well, I guess to answer your question, we came in to see him about you.
Reward.
Oh, I see. Oh, yes, that's right. And he scurries out towards the back, and you can hear him sort of rustling over, and he knocks over a ladder that sort of flies down behind the doorway that he's standing behind, and it slams into the ground. But he runs back out, almost tripping over himself with a big pouch, and he slams it down on the bench, and the weight of it's pretty hefty. But he gives you your reward. Here, you've earned every single copper.
Pretty sure it was more than copper.
Yeah, well, it's an expression. There's 600 gold in there for you all.
600 gold.
Yes. For my safe return.
It's an expression.
Thank you very much. Very generous. When will your brother be back, do you think?
Well, I assume that he has a fair few questions for that shifty bastard, so I'm not expecting any time soon. I'm going to run the store until he gets back. But if there's anything that you need in the meantime, Bob's your uncle.
This guy's a champion.
Has Pozu joined our ranks
divide
yet?
the gold
Yeah,
up?
he, as he says, Bob's your uncle. Pozu joins up with you.
Okay.
Hello, little guy.
Dish out 150 gold each.
Bobby.
I'm happy with that, Cromner, if everyone else is happy with that.
Yeah.
Okay, add 150 gold to your
each.
inventory.
We split it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm guessing now that they've been kicked out
That's
of our
great.
town, that hopefully business gets back to usual, and we won't have the fucking guards blocking our tourists coming to the town, and I can start getting business back on track. So I sincerely appreciate everything you've done.
It was our pleasure. Hopefully he'll get justice. And can I maybe, because he's a mage, isn't he? Yep, he's a mage. He's like a magician, right? Someone that's good with magic.
Are you asking DM or are you asking Bob?
No, I'm asking
Bob was the mage,
just in
wasn't he?
general. But yeah, I'll ask Bob.
So Bob was the one that did tell you that the reason he was kidnapped is because they thought he was a powerful mage.
Right.
Yeah, they originally thought that he was the mage, but Bob revealed to you that it was really Yep, who was the mage that the mage hunters were after. Yep.
Yeah.
So Bob sort of gives you I think they were trying to ransom me. As soon as they figured out that I wasn't actually a mage, they decided to use me, I guess, to try and get to Yep and Yep. Yeah. Luckily, you saved the day, and that didn't come to fruition, and I'm safe, and they're dead, except for him, and yeah.
Yep.
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 Very good.
Is there anything that I can 50% discount on any of the goods in the store today?
Ooh, baby!
You could
50%.
you could kick off me getting business back to usual with giving me back some of that gold, if you know what I mean.
Yep's was just a general store, wasn't it? It wasn't like a magic shop or
There's
anything.
some. I think there's some. What's it called? Yep and Brother. Here we go. I think there's some magical items that they had.
Wasn't there something sick? Wasn't there a shield or something?
So they sell things like arcane focuses and alchemist fire, acid,
Oh, bloody hell! There's a list.
druids focuses, healers kits, holy water.
50% off healers kits.
50% off. Ding ding ding.
How many healers kits are in stock?
They stock 3.
I shall take 3.
Okay.
Healers kit.
So they're 5 gold
Five
piece
gold
each.
each.
15.
750.
7 gold, 50, 5 silver.
7 gold. 7 gold. 7 gold, 5 silver. Done. Remove. Healers kit. At 3. Yeah. Oops.
I asked him about the what are these fancy things here about the arcane focus stuff, like the crystal and the.
So it's a crystal. It's a special item designed to channel the power of arcane spells. A sorcerer, warlock, or wizard can use such an item as a spell casting focus, as described in Chapter 10.
Oh, but you kind of get one, don't you, at the start anyway?
Kind of get one.
You get an arcane focus.
If you're a wizard, then usually you'd have an arcane focus with you. But I guess if you wanted to switch it out for something.
Yeah, okay. Oh, cool. Okay, all right.
I better stock up some holy water. I better get some holy water.
No worries.
And potions of healing.
He does carry potions of healing. So he has just the basic potions of healing, which are 50 gold each. How many of those did you want?
So 25 gold each, so I get 3. Has he got 3?
Let me just check my stock.
I'll give you 25 gold.
He has exactly 3.
He has exactly 3. I'll take all 3.
I'll buy one for you. For you.
You see, he looks very happy at all this as he starts to bring all this stuff out onto the bench and pass it out to you individually. The holy water, did you just want 1 flask of those?
Yep.
Yeah, so that's 12.50, 12 gold, 5 silver.
Yep.
What's the... what is it called? I just had it here before.
Potion of healing 3.
What's the alchemist fire flask?
Alchemist fire. This sticky adhesive fluid ignites when exposed to air. As an action, you can throw this flask up to 20 feet, shattering it on impact. It makes a good ranged attack against a creature or object. Treating this alchemist fire as an improvised weapon. On a hit, the target takes 1d4 fire damage at the start of each of its turns. A creature can end its damage by using its action to make a DC. Yeah, so it's like a bomb. It's a fire bomb.
I'll buy one of those and a spare potion of healing.
He's sold out of potions of healing.
Yeah, I'll give you a potion of healing.
No, that's fine. I've already got 3. I just wanted to... But
so 25 gold pieces.
Just the alchemist fire.
Yeah, he passes you a flask very, very carefully as he passes it over the bench. You can see it's a green sort of bottle, but it's got on the inside, it's like, where you see the blue flame like licking at the top of gases. It's sort of just inside the bottle with the cap on it.
Cool.
Just so you know, you can click on, on the information compendium up the top and type in Alchemist's Fire and it'll actually tell you what that item is.
Ah, yeah, cool.
Ah.
I think it's only just for the player's handbook though, I think. Maybe?
Yeah, but I think most of that stuff should be in. Like you should be able to
most
add
of it,
that
like
stuff to your
Abacus.
inventory.
Abacus is there. And acid. Most of this stuff in there. If you want to know what it was.
Cool. Alright. He looks very pleased that you've spent so much money in his store.
Well, as soon as you say 25% off or 50% off, it's hard to go past a bargain.
You've done me a great service. It's absolutely my pleasure.
All right, boys. Should we go and offload some griffin's feathers?
Let's do it.
I reckon.
Alright, you make your way across the other side of town. You come across the Magician's Emporium. You guys entered the store. You see Kashane standing there behind his desk. I don't think you guys have seen the interior before, but here it is. And his eyes go wide as soon as you enter. Ah, welcome back, my friends. How was your adventure? Successful?
Couldn't be any more successful.
So I take it you've managed to ascertain some griffin feathers, yes?
Yep, and we also have a whole griffin.
He starts to rub his hands together. Oh, fantastic! So, wait, you're telling me that you have... And he starts to sort of flick through his book that he has in front of him. Let's see. Did you find a nest, or was this out in the wild, or whereabouts was this? Hello?
Nesbar could probably tell you where we were. Hello.
Yeah, we went to the nest that you said. Went there, didn't want to fight it. So we grabbed the feathers and ran.
So there's no griffin body?
No.
No
Do you
beaks,
want
no
to fight a griffin?
talons?
Do you want to fight a griffin?
Well, no, that's why I sent you. That's why I
You said
intend
to get griffin feathers, not to fight a griffin.
I see. That's fine. That's fine. The feathers is really all I needed, so I appreciate it. How many did you get?
2.
We got 3, didn't we?
Sorry?
2. No,
Two.
I think it was 2.
Two.
Gosh.
Okay, 2 is great.
If you need to be specific and wanted a beak, would have got that for you, but it was never asked for.
No.
We cannot read minds.
No, I asked for feathers, and that, I mean, you could have walked over to the next town and bought feathers from the Emporium over there, or, I mean, as long you've got me feathers, that's what I asked for. I appreciate that. So I don't mean to offend you. I'm sorry if I have. But
I'm slightly offended.
Yeah, same. Very offended.
as I said, I'm happy to pay you for any sort of animal or monster parts you come across. I'd pay you handsomely.
I whipped the feathers out. What does he look? What does he? Oh, Comrade, did you want to say something?
Oh, just what about bullet, claws or teeth?
Absolutely, yes. And he thumbs through the book again, as you mentioned that. How do you spell bullets?
BULETT.
Claws. How many claws do you have?
6 high quality, 8 claws all in total.
Do you mind if I have a look at them?
Yes.
And you plop them out on the table, and his eyes sort of go wide, and you can tell that they're fresh. Where did you get these?
We killed a bullet.
Ah! You're joking, right?
No, we're not joking. We killed a bullet.
I'll give you 150 gold for each of these claws.
Okay. And
But there's two that you probably couldn't sell. They look quite damaged. So it's 6 of them. So you're able to sell 6 at 150 gold each.
yep. And then 12 high quality teeth out of 15,
Okay,
which were 30 gold each.
that's correct.
If my maths are correct.
That is correct. Can someone do the math on that? What's that? 30
30 by 12.
360
300?
extra gold.
So what's that? 600, 960 gold.
Oof.
Not bad. I mean, we almost died.
Good size,
fighting that
not
bullet.
bad.
Not bad.
We should come here before we went to the general store.
Doesn't make any difference.
Have to
We still
recalculate
go to the
party gold.
store.
But 240 gold each. I say, gents, here you go.
Oh, very
And
generous.
divvy up. Very generous. It's
One riff.
you've earned it.
Yeah,
Back
but
on.
you
You
know,
earned it.
40 each.
thank you.
It's not like you were just hanging out doing nothing. You earned it.
Pretty much was in that fight, actually. Just getting slammed on by the bullet.
Getting out of smashed underneath it.
240, did you say? 240.
240.
Thank you.
But the griffin, you didn't slay the griffin? Is that my understanding?
Oh, Jesus,
No.
is going on about the griffin.
Well, I mean, that's what I needed. The feathers. Did you manage to ascertain the feathers of the griffin?
The feathers were in its nose.
Poser.
Oh yeah, and I'd rip them out of my pocket and I go like this, and like in front of me. What do you think of these
peacock.
bad boys?
His
Yeah,
eyes,
like-
his eyes sort of follow the feathers, and he's like, "What sort of griffin was it?"
And so I've seen it. Did I see it through the eyes of
You did.
Shadow Wing?
Yeah.
So I explained to him what it looked like. What did it look like?
An alpha
It
griffin.
was big. It was big. An
Um,
alpha griffin.
yeah. So it was big. It was grey. Significantly bigger than the griffins that you come across before.
It was very big.
Massive, powerful talons. It would have. Yeah, you can tell it would have been a very hefty fight if that was the case. He takes one look at the feathers. He's like, "This is
If we
amazing."
had killed him, you wouldn't have been able to pay how much it was worth.
Well, griffin feathers by themselves aren't worth that much, about 10 gold. But these, I'll give you 175 gold for each of these feathers.
Done.
Great. And you put him down on the bench. He pulls the money out and throws it down as well. And immediately he takes this tool out from beneath his sort of register there that he's got, and places it down in front of him. And he says, "Look, if you give me 10 minutes, I'd like to give you another gift, just to send you on your way. Is that okay?"
Sure.
Yes.
You don't have to.
I'd love a gift.
I'll wait outside.
He pulls out a flask and then grabs the feather, and he says, "If you come back in 10 minutes, I'll show you." And he grabs this tool, and it looks like a sort of ring, like a magnifying glass, but without a lens. And he runs the feather through that, and you see as he pulls it through, this sort of drip of liquid forms where the lens should be. And he holds the flask out and does this drop, and this beautiful sort of effervescent liquid sort of drops out of the top of that magnifying glass and into the flask. And he's swirling it in front of him and says, "I've got something great for you," and then runs behind the counter and upstairs.
Crazy. And I yell out, "While you're up there, can you please get my new knife thing? My knife hand arm knife."
Oh yes, of course, yes, I'll get that too.
So we've got 10 minutes.
I want to
We got
just
10 minutes.
So-
whisper to Pozu. I just want to ask him if he has any interest in showing this guy his ring. He seems to delve in these weird arts and spells. He might know something about your finger.
Yeah, but I don't if I want to tell everyone because it seems very, very special.
Fair enough.
And I can't say too much.
I don't trust
I
him
don't
either.
trust a lot of people.
I wonder if I should show him the dragon scale dome that I found in the Citadel.
I think that you did show him that when you first got to town.
Yep.
Isn't that the one that he opened and found the there was a fireball spell in it?
Fireball spell, yeah.
A fireball trap?
Yeah. He gave me the scroll.
He gave you the
Fireball spell.
yep.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep.
No, it was Kashane.
Shame.
It was Kashane, sorry.
He does return a short time later, and he's got a box in front of him, and puts it down on the table relatively gently, and you hear the sort of rattle of sort of bottles within that. But Pozu, he reaches into the box first of all, and he pulls out what you recognise immediately as your braces, and places them down in front of you, and he says, "Now I'm pretty happy with what me and John Fitz have managed to construct here." And they look very, very similar to the braces that you gave him, but you can tell that it's been taken apart and put back together again, and you can see a green gem has been inserted to just beneath where the wrist is. He says, once per day you should be able to press this gem. It's going to inject a venom at the top of where the blade comes out. The blade will pick that up as it goes through, and then chaos will ensue.
That sounds very lovely.
And I'm gonna instead of giving you a separate weapon, I'm just gonna modify.
Perfect. Well, that's what's happened.
Has it been updated? No, I'll update it now.
No. I'm saying that the name modified my
I call this the blade.
What does the
Blade of Venom, but you can call it whatever you like.
I'm going to call it. I'm going to call it the Viper.
The Viper, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, you can use an action. Actually, it's a bonus action. You can use a bonus action to cause a thick black poison to coat the blade. The poison remains for 1 minute or until an attack with this weapon hits a creature. That creature must succeed on a DC Constitution saving throw or take 2d10 poison damage and become poisoned for 1 minute. The dagger can't be used again this way until the next dawn. So it sort of creates and maintains a venom within that imbued gem, and you can use that as a bonus action and then insert the blade.
Mm-hmm.
Hell
It
yeah.
still works as normal, but
It's still
once a day,
if you don't hit
poison.
the button, then it just works as a normal arm bracer, as a
Fuck yes.
That's
blade
pretty sick.
braces.
So Nezar's been, whilst all this has been happening, he's just like thumbing through all the wares of the Emporium supplies.
Yep.
And the Adamantiate breastplate catches his eye.
Okay. Yeah.
And he's like,
Adamantine.
I want that. And he just puts it to him in his face like that and says, I want that.
So that's an expensive item. That's 9,500 gold.
Yep, and I've got the gold. Actually, no, I don't. Don't worry. For some reason, I read that as 900. Don't worry about me. I suffer from dyslexia.
You just missed a digit. That's fine. I'm happy to knock some of the price off it, but not $8,000.
8,000 gold?
Not 8,000. I'm also happy to sell you anything else here at a slight discount if you're interested.
How slight.
It's like,
Roll a persuasion check. Well, actually, try and persuade me first.
I'll persuade you. I say, we're adventurers who have been doing great things for you. Maybe if we had some more resources, we might be able to get you other animal parts, maybe even the griffin parts you're looking for.
I'm convinced.
Go ahead and roll a persuasion check.
Moses going,
Whoa!
Hound, bitches.
I was going to say 5%, but you make a pretty persuasive argument. Let's call it 20%. 20% discount.
It's probably still not going to afford much.
Have a look, eh?
20% off 9,000 is like almost 2,000.
I know.
Oh! And he reaches into the box and he pulls out 2 potions and passes them to you.
Passes them to who?
He puts them on the
Puts the potion on its skin.
puts the potion on its skin, and then he goes and gets a hose again. So he puts 2 potions of flying down on the table in front of you, and he says, "I want to give you this as my gratitude. This is what I've been trying to make. These are potions of flying.
Potions of flying.
Yes, it'll help you fly."
They look very rare. How long can we fly and how far can we fly?
When you drink this, you'll gain a flying speed almost equated to how you would walk normally, and it'll last for about an hour.
That is super cool.
I'd be cautious though. You don't want to be in the air when the potion wears off.
You got to burp to come back down. Don't touch anything. Grandpa Joe.
Cameron, I'm a huge fan of that joke.
Oh, it's getting closer. I reckon Pozu should look after some potion of flying because nothing says wowsy like a deep gnome flying across the room.
That's so true. Or have you got Mage Hand, Pozu? Of course you would.
I do have.
That there's so many good tricks. Anyway.
With
That's
Mage
cool.
Hand,
Yeah.
I don't
So-
think I could lift myself with Mage Hand.
If
If you're flying though, you're not got any weight.
But if I'm flying, I don't need to use Mage Hand.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't. If I could shrink myself, that would be good.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. But you don't have that. You've got. Well, there's 2 potions of flying sitting on the bench in front of you.
Cool. I'll get them and I'll put them in my rucksack.
Did we take his gold for the griffin feathers? Did we do that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
to
350.
Yeah.
350. So I give
350.
everyone gets is it 85 each?
Yeah, that'll do.
85 each.
87.5.
Yeah. Sweet. 85.
Supreme
That's
Healing
awesome.
Potion? What's 20% off 1350? Math!
270. So
Homeschooling for the win. Still 1,000 gold, isn't it? Ish.
Well, I'd give you all of that 350 if you wanted for that.
it'll cost you 1080.
Instead,
Don't know if we just need it yet. I think I've got enough healing to get us out of trouble for the moment.
yeah.
And I'm quite stocked up on healing potions now too.
Fully stop.
6 of. And 9 healers kits.
Good to go.
All right. Thank you very much, Kashane. This is lovely. This is lovely.
Glad to hear it. So what's next for you, adventurers? Yeah,
We're
you're
going to
gonna
go fight a griffin.
Yes. You all have the Monsters Harvester Handbook, don't you?
I think
Yes.
that's somewhere.
I think I sent you a link for it, but I can. What would be the best way to do it?
Yeah, it's not
I
here.
think I'll just reference it when you guys need it.
Sure.
I'll give you a link.
What was it on OneDrive or
It's on
something?
Google Drive, yeah.
Google Docs? Something.
Shut.
I just want to ask Chicane if he knows anything about the Church of Shirik.
Well, what do you want to ask?
Well, I just wanted to know about the God of Madness and Chaos. If he knows anything about it. The Dark Sun cultists.
So yeah. Yes, I know a little bit about Cyric. I know a little bit about the Church of Cyric as well. I know that they have a base of operations, if you could call it that. That's based out of Arm, which is down to the south.
Out of where? Arm.
Arm, yes. AMN, which is a city down right south of Waterdeep. Arm, AMN.
Okay, yep.
It's pretty much where the Sword Coast lies. It's right down the bottom of the Sword Coast. Yes, I mean they've been active and not active, and sort of some people just know them as crazy people, and other people's. Why do you ask? Do you think that they may have something to do with what's happened
Well,
here?
I think
recently?
they might have had something to do with the Helm statue. And there's been talk about cultists, and we found Dark Sun cultists, and the Helm statue was defaced, and I just, thought you'd be a good person to ask, Kashane.
Oh, yes, well, I mean, they don't call him the Mad God for nothing, so I guess that could have something to do with it. And I know that, Cyric and Helm aren't exactly best of buddies, so that would make sense. He gives you a bit of detail about what his understanding of Cyric is. The Church of Cyric, which does have base of operations scattered around Faerun. Cyric was a petty, self-centered, and enjoyed manipulating individuals into ruining or enduring or ending their own lives. He was closely associated with murder, conflict, lies, intrigue, and illusions. Cyric was recognized in Faerun, and he sort of pulls out a book and starts showing you different details and stuff, like symbols of different gods, and he shows you the symbol of Cyric, which is a white jawless skull on a black or purple sunburst.
Yep.
He was a great power who ruled supreme in the divine realm. Yeah.
Okay. We might have to talk to Yana a bit more about that, see if she knows anything.
I'll give you guys a bit of a handout next session, which will be a sort of deliberation on what he's told you.
Cool.
Sick.
It depends how long you want to stay there as well, listening to information that he gives you. He knows a fair bit. He's an elf, and he's an elderly elf, so elderly is he's in his probably 40s in humans. So you could guess or estimate that he's a couple of 100 years old. So yeah, who can give you some info?
Yep, cool. Awesome. Yeah. Fight a griffin.
Real quickly, DM.
Yep.
I've just had a quick look at the Platinum Anvil supplies, and it's got a regular breastplate. So, because I want a breastplate, because doesn't have any disadvantage with stealth, but it's still armor. So I want to get. I want to. Does he take trade-ins? Can you sell armor back to the?
Yeah, you can do that, but it depends. I mean, you've used your armor a fair bit. You've taken a few blows, and your armor not being magical, it has some sort of wear and tear to it. So he can probably give you a small discount. But I mean, what have you currently got on?
I've got because I've got studded leather armor and scale mail, and I want to just sell those to him and then get the breastplates. I've only got one set of armor. I don't have to keep taking it off and on to.
Okay, I see what you're saying. So, unless there's anything in particular you wanted to speak to John Fitz about, then I won't do a whole thing with that.
No, that's fine. Just get this breastplate. That's it.
Breastplate. So we'll knock it down to, let's say, 380.
Boom. I'll take that off and give myself some armor.
Don't you have a friend that works at the blacksmith?
I do.
You do?
She doesn't want to talk right now.
Your lady friend's not talking to you.
She's not there. She's not there. John Fitz does tell you. John Fitz.
She's not there.
How about now?
John Fitz does actually give you a letter that she's written you, though.
Ah, cool.
Yeah.
Because last time she was like, I don't want to speak at all, just yet.
Yeah. So he passes you a letter, which I'll get to you as well. I'll put that in your inventory.
Sweet.
Oh.
Whispers.
I'm going to whisper this right into your inventory.
Correction, it hasn't copied across. I'll send it to you later, but I've got it, but I'll send it to you. Essentially, I'll just give you the gist of it now. No, I'll send it to you properly. Sorry. So what's next, adventurers?
Do we need to go and see yet?
I don't think we do. We collected our reward from Bob. So unless there's something specifically you wanted to talk, we didn't know when Yep was going to come back from torturing that guy.
I've had a
The only thing that's left on.
Well, we don't really need to go see. We don't need to go see Harkle anymore because that dude.
No, so we could go back. Yeah, exactly. I don't know if he's still there or not.
Harkle was going to go to Silvery Moon. I need to go and I want to get a lead on this ring, but I don't know what to do next. I don't know who to ask because I don't know who to trust.
It's killing you slowly though. We've got to do something.
Well, it's got to have something to do with the cultist because of the insignia. I reckon we go and see Yana. Is it Yana?
Yana? At the town hall?
Yeah, at the town hall because she's got Yep and they've got that cultist court.
Yep.
Sounds like a plan.
Yana, talk to Helm statue.
Sorry, I interjected before you'd finished up at the blacksmith.
Hmm?
Are you finished up at the blacksmith?
Yeah. Well, you got a breastplate and you got the letter that was left to you from Fee.
I'll just put in other possession letter from Fee.
Yeah, I'll get that to you, mate.
And I showed Fitz. I'm like, mate, if the bracer fits.
Yes, that took some work. Do you like it?
Love it, mate. Did you like the work to it?
Yeah, it was fun to work on. That's quite the powerful equipment you had there. Who made that?
I did with the help of a very skilled jeweler.
I see. very skilled jeweler indeed. It wasn't easy to break that thing apart, to be honest with you.
Well, it's not meant to be easy to break apart. It's meant to be easy to break people's throats apart.
Halfway.
If you know what I mean. Okay, if you know what I mean.
Halfway through that, Poser, there's something that grabs your attention. You can hear what sounds like a harp playing, very faint, very light, and you can feel something in your bag that is either vibrating or.
You got a text message.
It's guess what?
What?
Pick up and I rub the stone.
Yeah. As you rub it, the symbol of the moon sort of shines up, and you hear, Pozu, my friend, and your party, you need to get to Hookpike as soon as you possibly can. I think I found Daedrahel's. And then it cuts off.
Daedrahel's.
You need to get to
found
where?
it to me, Hookpike. Hookpike, where that what's his name, Maloon wanted to go.
Maloon Water Dragon.
Yeah. Do we want to talk to this cultist?
I wouldn't mind talking to the cultist. I want to find out who defamed the helm statue.
Defaced.
Defaced. Sorry. Defaced.
All right. Don't mention the ring.
Don't mention the ring.
Don't mention the ring.
Good plan.
Right. Thanks, Fitz. We're out of here. We'll see you next time we visit. You're a champion and a scholar, and I love your work. Shink, shink.
Great. He gives you a knowing nod as you exit the premise. So you make your way over to the Longsaddle Hall, I'm assuming?
Yep, the town hall.
Yeah.
Yep.
So as you get closer, you do notice that there appears to be spatters of blood out the front. There's a soldier, one of the soldiers of Longsaddle, who's down on his hands and knees, and he's actually scrubbing the blood away as you approach. And he sort of looks up at you and wipes the sweat from his brow and gets back to it.
That's a lot of blood.
Yeah, well, it wasn't pretty.
What happened?
Oh, you didn't hear? That cultist or whatever, he managed to get a hold of one of the daggers from one of our soldiers, and he cut out his own tongue, if you can believe it.
Damn, shit, that is whack.
He pulled it straight out of his mouth and slit it straight across. One of the disgusting things I've ever seen in my life. And he starts to dry reach as he's thinking about it.
He cut out his own tongue.
He cut out his own tongue, yeah. I had to bury it round the back, if you can believe it. Fucking disgusting.
Can't we say?
I guess we won't be getting much information out of that, bro.
I guess we're not talking to him.
I wouldn't waste my time. Yana and Yep have already tried. They couldn't get shit out of him either. I think that's why he cut out his own tongue. He was worried about what he might say.
Oh, he's cut it, so he's not going to be able to talk to anyone ever again, is he?
Let's get him a pen and a paper.
No.
Yeah,
we're not playing categories.
All right, well, let's leave him be, and let's boot it to. And I whispered, I think we need to get to Hookpike really quick.
Hookpike? Three.
Yeah.
Hookpike.
That was quick.
What's the?
Oh, no,
what's
that's
the
just the
time
bridge.
of day?
What's that?
What's the time of day?
Currently, you're probably looking at around just after lunch, so maybe 12:30, 1 o'clock.
All right, we need a right.
Where's Hookpike on the map?
It's just to the right, up northeast, northeast.
Hang on, if I show you this.
Because I'm looking at here you go. I'm looking at the map, but
It's not. It wasn't labelled on any map that you had so far.
yeah,
but,
okay.
Here's obviously Long Saddle. Here's the Shiny Tin Inn. The Griffin's Nest is over here. Hook Pike is down along the riverside, known as the River Serpent.
Yeah, cool.
I reckon we need to go there. If Harkle says we need to get there quickly.
Straight over the mountaintop, boys.
Yep.
Boys. Okay.
I reckon we head off.
So yeah, obviously it's up to you guys what you want to do. There's a couple of ways you can get there. Straight across the mountain ranges. You do know that will be slightly more dangerous than taking the roads, as it's wild out there. There's anything that you come across. The roads are a lot safer because they tend to be patrolled. But of course, it's going to take you significantly longer to get there if you go by road.
Do you reckon we can go through the wall? Do you reckon we ourselves were level 5?
I don't know. We could go through the mountains.
Would we go through the
You're a
mountains?
pretty good navigator.
What's the?
I reckon we go through the mountain, boys.
Well, yeah.
What do you reckon?
What's the time difference between Mountain Way and?
So, I mean, over the mountains, it's probably going to take you 2 full days' travel. So, if you left today, you'd probably have to camp. Well, you could power through the night, but obviously take levels of exhaustion. But you could probably make it 3/4 of the way through the mountain sides and have to camp in the mountains. And then the rest of the travel, you'd probably make it there at the end of that next day.
And how long will it take via the roads?
You're probably looking at about 3 days because you'd have to go either up to the Shiny Tin, or you'd need to travel south to Yatar and then catch a riverboat that goes up the River Serpent, to Hook Pike. That would probably take longer. The river itself is quite quick to go up, but you're still looking at maybe 3 days with that.
I don't really go through the mountains.
Mountains quicker.
Mountains. Ain't no mountain high enough.
And you're leaving now?
Better have some lunch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we'll move. Yeah.
Okay.
Go as far as we can.
I'll get a round of deep grog.
Are you going to the Void Dragon?
Oh, that. Is there anywhere else to get lunch? Didn't know there was Uber Eats.
I mean, not really.
No.
There's other ways to ascertain food, but and you've got rations with you. It's not like you guys don't have food that you can just eat and continue.
Why, if there's an inn, why eat rations?
Okay.
Like a poor man.
Let's save our rations. I feel like a deep grog.
Great. Okay, you head to the Void Dragon. Let me just check that there's no one here that shouldn't be here. He shouldn't be here.
What? Oh, eyes.
Dracon's twin. Dracan.
Where? I can't see Dracon's twin. What are you talking about? Did I miss something?
No, I was making a joke. He said, "I'm just going to make sure there's no one here that's not meant to be here." Oh, he's not meant to be here.
Is Khalid frozen? I mean, Dracon frozen?
Yes.
Yes.
No.
No.
All right. Is there anyone in particular you want to speak to while you're here, or are you just getting food? I think you guys have got the menu, so you can peruse that and get any sort of meal that you want to fill up on if you want to get some good strength in there before you leave.
Yeah.
Void Dragon menu, there we go.
What is the most? Is the elven bread the best there?
In terms of, well, best,
I'm gonna have a vegetable stew.
there's specials. Elven breads. The beef steak and kidney pie is pretty good. The
I'm
boar
gonna get
ribs.
that. I'm gonna
Just
get
gonna
beef
get a rack of
steak
lamb.
kidney pie.
That's 7 silver and 3 copper.
Rack a lamb to myself.
You're gonna get
Connections
eight
jumping. You can
silver.
hold out for a sec. Alright, you guys peruse the menu. I'm just going to take a leak and grab a drink. And I think
Yep.
Dragon, yeah.
Oh, 5 minutes and we'll come back. Or a couple of minutes. So where are we going? We're going to Hook Pike. Man, that cultist really didn't want to talk to us.
Like if the DM was trying to push us in the other direction.
Sometimes these things happen. Well, but you know, cutting out your own tongue, that's a good way to not have to talk to people.
Yeah.
I just want to fuck him up and go, let's go fight a griffin. You're like, oh no, I didn't prepare for that. Here's a map from last time. Oh, that's cool. Nick's Twitch overlay has got like a link to D&D Beyond.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you can see how much hit points we're on. And see your character
It's pretty
sheet.
cool, isn't it?
That's sick.
Oh, well.
That's really sick. I just want to see where's all these DM notes on a different screen probably. Yeah, that's cool. I can look up Nesbar's character sheet.
Who's who watching here? Obviously, you're Tough Cam.
I can't see who's watching.
You click on viewers, it'll come up with. It says there's 4 people watching.
Really? One would be Nick.
I saw Jane was watching before.
She said she wrote something.
Yeah.
Follow this stream, Kids at Midnight. I don't know.
So,
Have we lost track on?
Yeah, I don't know.
Bugger.
Well, let's check SP Osnet and make sure the power hasn't gone off again.
Alright. I guess we should wait for Dracon. so inclined, Cromner?
What? Yeah. Don't be like that. I'll grab a drink then.
Oh, sweet. Did was his connection really sketchy before it dropped out, or did he just?
No. Invoke, Patterson. No. No outage.
Did he say anything on?
He said his connection was jumpy. He's going to jump out for a sec, pop out for a sec. He'll be back.
Oh, he's probably just restarting his computer.
Be right back.
Yeah. He'll be back.
I'll be back.
He'll be back.
Wednesday the 6th. Cool.
How much longer do you think before DM?
Look, I reckon I've got
Track
another
on.
hour in me. I'm good tonight. Like, I don't need to be anywhere or anything tomorrow morning. I don't have anything till early afternoon. It's up to you guys. If you guys want to keep.
I have to
playing.
get up at quarter. I have to get up at 4:45. That's all.
Okay. Let's give it another. Let's say 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah. You can go half. You can go a bit longer once I've gone to bed if you want.
No, that's all right.
It's just I'm on a roof tomorrow and I don't want to be.
That's fair.
Falling asleep on a roof.
I don't want you to be falling off a roof either. Come on, Dracon, you can do it.
Here he goes. I'm here. We can't see or hear you though.
Nothing.
We can't see you or hear you.
I'm here, you can't see me? Okay,
Adamant. Some people pronounce it adamantine. I pronounce it adamantine.
Adamantine.
Yeah.
Adamantine?
Here he is. Here he is. There he is.
There he
There he
is.
Sorry, lads.
I'm sorry.
That's alright, you will be.
Ooh,
From across these damn mountains.
sick burn.
Yeah, I do not want to cross those mountains, just so you all know. I heard you guys talking about crossing mountains. I'm like, what are we thinking? For the sake of one day.
One day is my all.
Okay, we can go the safe route, but
We could pick up that jerk on
obviously
the way if we
get
go
there
the
as
safe
quick as
route.
possible.
Watermelon. We could pick him up too if he's still...
Watermelon.
And it's 700 gold pieces if we grab him.
Yeah, 7 or 6?
I'm pretty sure he said he was going to walk off that
7.
free zone anyway.
That's what he said, but no one's going to pick him up.
I don't want him. He's sharp. He brushed us.
Fair enough. Alright, over the mountains into the Griffin.
Alright, you guys ready to go?
Griffin.
Yeah.
Alright. So you strap your backpacks on after a good hearty meal. You throw back as much food as possible, scoff it into your mouth before you take off again. And you head through the forest towards the mountains, or through the grasslands towards the mountains. Sort of pace that you're going at here, the mountains aren't, or the hills aren't sort of enough to slow your pace in any sort of difficult terrain sort of sense. It's up to you how you guys want to travel. If you're a quick pace, if you're going, what do you guys want to do?
Oh, we can fly now.
Fly over the mountains.
Yep.
Only 2 of us though.
I don't think we should go too quick a pace. We are taking a shortcut, so we should pace ourselves.
Yeah, just a regular pace is fine.
Just a medium
Jungle pace.
Okay, and what's it called? The order that you're walking?
The order.
Marching order. What's the marching order? Fucking smarter.
Tap
the marching order. What's the marching order?
Nesbar got up front.
I'll go behind Nesbar.
Okay.
I'll take up the back.
Yeah. So I'll be second to last, I suppose. Fill that gap.
First, you're last, Ricky Bubby.
Oh.
All right, so you guys travel. You get to these mountain ranges. It's early afternoon now, so there's not much going on. I'll get Nesbar to make a perception check for me.
Sure thing.
Oh, sees everything.
Nice.
Sees the future.
It actually looks pretty clear. You're not sure why, but there seems to be. It might just be this particular area that you're in, but there seems to be a lack of any creatures around. Anything that would normally, what you would have heard of in this area would be a dangerous area. You've had pretty safe travel so far. There doesn't appear to be too much incident.
Cool.
You continue to travel along. Another couple of hours pass.
Yeah, now this is forest, yes. Mountains. It's not forest or anything like that.
Rocky, right?
It's not forest. It's not mountains as such. It's more just sort of hilly terrain. So there's sort of undulations in the area. You know, guys. You know what hills look like. I don't need to fucking explain hills to you.
And what gradient are these hills at?
You're looking at less than a 30% slope. Less than a
topography like
30% gradient.
30% road. That's still pretty damn steep.
That's steep as hell.
Steep.
Is it? What's that? What's 30% like that, isn't it?
I wouldn't want to be walking.
You walk up that.
You walk up that all day.
Well, you're going up and down. It's a hill range.
But what's the actual humidity right now?
What's the chance of rain?
Humidity is only at like 52%.
That's all right.
Only? That is pretty damn humid, man. 52%. That's droplets forming in skin.
God, what am I, a meteorologist?
You don't look like
these slopes are hella
DM.
I say it's 52%, alright? That's where it's at.
Yeah, that's fun. I'm just saying that's humid.
Just trying to get an overall understanding of what's going on.
Imagine the air that you're breathing in is 50% wet. That's how you think about it.
You're half drowning.
Mm.
I don't think 50% is that humid.
Alright.
Is it? I'm about to Google.
No, it's not.
Nah.
Alright, Nesbar, can you make another perception check, please?
Same again.
The average relative humidity in Melbourne is 55.8%.
There you go.
It's wet. Half the time you're breathing in, it's wet.
Rigged. I like this Rigged, though. He's on our team.
So, as you're working, Nesbar, you hear it first. There's something that sort of pricks your ears as you hear it. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw. What you hear is this sort of beautiful ethereal voice.
Oh god.
It's sort of flowing through the
shit.
hills. It's beautiful. As soon as it touches your ear, it lightens your heart. And you, for whatever reason, there was a 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
For whatever reason, just start walking off the path that you were on and start trying to find this voice. Start walking towards it. Poser, you hear it next. Can you make a wisdom save throw? It's not against magic.
Wait, I hear it next.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't hear my name.
Poser, sorry.
Wisdom. I'll just have to roll here.
It's all right.
Sorry, guys.
That's okay.
Yes. 17.
Okay.
No, 16. Sorry, 16.
16. Yep. So you notice Nesbar slowly start to walk off the path ahead of you. You can hear the voice, but it doesn't have the same effect on you that it did on Nesbar. You're sort of like, what's going on? Cromnar and Drakon, I now need you to both roll wisdom saving, please.
16.
16.
Nesbar, what are you
You
doing?
got +6. You got +6 on your wisdom, Cromner.
Pretty wise.
Yeah.
Very wise.
Very wise, man.
Okay, so none of you guys are affected at first. But you have noticed Nesbar start to drift off the path. He hasn't said anything. He's heard this voice and he's just started walking off, sort of towards the north.
Can we call out to
Northeast.
Nesbar?
Yeah,
Nesbar.
where are you going? Oi, Nesbar.
He doesn't react.
You fellas hear that?
Yeah.
What's it sound? What does it sound like? It's just an ethereal voice.
It's just
Siren.
like a beautiful ethereal voice. It's sort of carrying down over through the hillsides and down towards you.
Someone's been watching Frozen 2.
He doesn't. he doesn't. Either he doesn't hear or he doesn't pay you any attention. In fact, if anything, he actually starts to pick up his pace. Nesbar, you're going to start using your full speed and dash action to start to move towards this. And as he starts to do that, you actually hear a second voice start singing down out over through the mountains. Pozu, Cromnar, and Drakon, I need you to all again roll a wisdom saving throw. So this is now a secondary voice.
That's a
After
5.
this,
Yep.
if I make this, can I block my ears
You can.
if I make it?
So both Drakon and Pozu start imitating what they've seen Nesbar do. They start at a full pace, briskly moving towards this area.
Only the wisest of us stays behind.
Is this what I can hear?
Yes,
Can you hear that?
I can. Is that Mighty Boo?
Yeah. Call of the Yeti song.
That's not it. It's on Watch Together. I'm playing it through that, but you guys might not have it.
Oh, I need to get that up again. Yeah, because I reset.
I don't have it on because
That's alright.
I'm
That's
not
fine.
fast enough. It
You don't
was
need
just
it.
lag and everything.
It's a beautiful ethereal voice.
I like all your voices better. So I'm just zombieing and off.
Siren, but I'm short magical.
Cromner knows what's up.
Yeah. Into the unknown.
I got that shit in my car, the CD.
It doesn't stop. I
It's
reckon
not stop.
since we started homeschooling, Frozen 2 has been the go-to
Yep.
movie, and it's driving me insane.
It's crazy. Every time the girls have to write a creative writing piece or draw a picture, it's like Frozen 2.
No,
It's like,
I'm Elsa. No,
Yeah.
you're Anna.
yeah. So we're powerless here. Those who have been caught by this siren song
Just
are powerless.
Everyone but me. I'm just gonna hang out
so
in the mountain.
Cromnar, you're just watching everyone walk off, and you're sort
Listen
of like,
to your heart.
you're doing that John Travolta meme where he's doing these ones.
Lasso us, Cromwell, lasso us.
I was gonna try command, but that's only 2 targets. If I need 3
Y'all
hands.
want to take this bullshit shortcut to save a day, and now we'll be here for weeks.
Just singing and dancing in a fire.
It's going to be
We're
the
doing a
Blade
hex
Predator.
crawl and we're just lost.
We could be lured into an orgy. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
How many penises does Dracon have? I better put that in his background story.
4.
He has at least 3 penises.
At least. No less than.
Cromnar, do something. We can't do anything.
We can't do shit.
Let's
too
go.
late.
do shit.
So Nesbar,
I'm just gonna walk away.
eventually you reach a part of a mountainside where you can see there appears to be a large cave entrance into the side of a mountain, a deep, dark cave. You can still hear the beautiful voice that's calling towards you, and you continue to move towards it, and you can now see where it's coming from. You see upon 2 trees.
Oh God!
Is what appears to be 2 beautiful ethereal creatures singing out to you. And
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
you slow your pace. You can see one that's sitting up in a tree above the cave, and you can see another one that's just sitting like crested, hanging down with its talons sort of gripped into the top of where the cave is. So I'll bring that one up as well.
Do we recognise these creatures?
This is a gruesome sight.
We're about to add some bones to this site.
There we go.
One of
They might be friendly. They might just want to talk.
Drakmany.
They want to talk.
Pozu and Drakon, you
Oh,
closely
definitely
follow.
talking.
Nesbar, you slow your pace as you get towards the cave, and you're looking up towards these beautiful creatures. And then, of course, you guys eventually come up. Cromnar, I'm not sure where you are. You're sort of
I'm at the back.
still
I'm just following.
a fair bit behind. Cromnar and Pozu, do you have the same speed? Oh, sorry, Drakon and Pozu.
20 up.
I'm 30.
You're both 30. Yeah, so you're pretty much alongside each other, but Nesbar does reach there first.
He's quick.
Nesbar, you continue to walk towards the calling creatures, and as you do, you're sort of stepping on bones now, and there's blood soaked beneath your feet. You can see a stone to your left that looks like it's covered in blood. And their song sort of comes to an end, and you sort of shake off what's been happening as these harpies start to take off into the air, harpy-like creatures. And you sort of shake your head down and come to and look down, and you can see the big wide entrance of the cave, and it catches your attention. You see these 2 blue flashing eyes that just light up and sort of start coming towards you. And that's where I reckon we'll end it tonight.
No, what? I want to have a fight. I want to test his breastplate out.
No, you don't.
Oh man.
Oh, you're about to bury us. Fuck your shortcut, guys.
Where'd you go?
Sweet.
Sweet.
Where'd you guys go? This isn't where I parked my car.
So it's either a dragon or a basilisk or something in there.
Is this to scale? Is that 50 feet?
And they're the lure.
I might actually need to fix that scale. It's a good call.
You think there's something in the tunnel? You don't think these two are the threat?
Pretty good, because that's
Oh, there's something in. That's what the
That's
DM
10
explained.
All right.
the creature here has been eating the harpies.
No, the harpies lure people in for the creature to eat.
For it to eat, yeah.
No. Good call.
We're fucked.
Can we do half an hour of fighting?
Yeah.
It's up to you guys. If you guys want to, then
Fuck it.
absolutely.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Arlen, can you do an extra half hour?
I can do it, but you are on the roof tomorrow.
Let's do it. Let's go.
All right. So they stop singing as you get towards the entrance of the cave there. I'm going to move you guys up a little bit, and I'll get everyone to roll initiative.
So they stop singing. Does that mean the spell is broken? We can just bolt the other one? I've rolled, I think. I'm just need to scroll.
Oh. Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah. Alright, where's good old Nesbar? Let me.
So I'll say that they do get a surprise round, at least. At least the harpies will.
Oh, definitely.
What am I doing? I need to roll a d20.
Nesbar's not on that list.
He doesn't get a go.
It's because he's too far ahead.
Mm.
He is the initiative.
I'm going to put my figure in there.
Two extremes.
Ooh, what flavour chips is Cromwell got? Chicken. Nice.
The only flavour.
Griffin flavour.
Harpy flavour.
All right. Has everyone put their initiative in?
Yeah, I will.
The second
when
harpy
Nesbar-
is blank.
Oh, can you guys see
Aren't they all?
their initiative?
Yeah, I could see their initiative,
No Nesbar.
but no Nesbar.
Oh, okay. You don't get initiative.
Hey, Cam, why are you
Gonna
eating
die.
those chips? Yeah. You just hear him it sounds like I'm eating them when he's eating them.
That's what our bones are going to sound like in a minute.
Why is that not doing it? 17.
Atmosphere.
Enter. There we go.
There you
really
go.
makes it's my water. I just want to eat chips now.
Oh, the
So
initiative.
they'll get
the
a
initiative
surprise.
order
Actually, I
disappeared.
need to fix the. How is the scale?
What scale? The initiative gone.
No, it's alright. It's there.
Oh, there it is.
5. No way. That's not. It needs to be adjusted. Sorry, guys. I just need to adjust the.
Oh, good, my man.
I reckon that's pretty close. 15, 20, 25-ish.
That'll do.
Um,
Take some artistic license, you'll be right.
If there is a dragon in this cave, there's a lot we can harvest from it, just so we know if we can kill it. Having a look at the...
Kishane will be making us rich.
And we want the tongue of harpies,
yeah, that's actually
by the
pretty
way.
accurate now.
If these are we want the tongue of the harpy.
So they're a fair bit away from you, but the harpies do get a surprise round. I hate that I always accidentally say the name of the creature out loud.
You do when you
We all heard it.
It's so good.
I get
love
excited
it.
and I'm like,
Yeah.
the harpies.
No
"Ah!"
take back.
And the harpies, fuck.
Someone look
Oh.
up their weakness.
And they do fuck. Okay, let's go. She's gonna move. Well, it. down to here. This one's going to move. Down to here. So they're starting to sweep down towards you. They've stopped singing, and now you can see that these awful-looking creatures. It's got sort of the body, legs, and wings of what looks to be a vulture, and its torso, arms, and head of a human female, but a beautiful-looking female. You've heard tales of these creatures before. Most of you wouldn't have seen them. But you've heard of a creature that has a sweet song that's lured countless adventurers to their death.
Yikes.
Yikes. Okay, let's go. So, Poser, you're up first.
How far
Run.
away am I? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Is she within 60 feet? The one on the left?
Let's have a look. She is, yes.
I do this.
That's nice.
So I cast Ice Knife, throw Ice Knife at her.
Oh, fucking.
DC save, Dex 14.
I closed down Watch Together, so I haven't got any battle music. I'm like, what's missing here? Okay.
Also got the Serene song.
So I need to Dex save 14.
Roll 3.
Roll a 6.
Yes! So she takes 8. 2 piercing and 8 cold. 10. 2 piercing and 8 cold.
Okay.
What do you reckon her HP is? 600?
No.
600, yeah, easy. Okay, is that the end of your turn?
And then I'm going to, so I've got that's action, then I've got bonus. Yeah, I'm going to move across over here. And that's me.
That's you. Alright. I believe that's this harpy goes next. Okay, she is going to stay on target. She's going to swing down towards you, Nesbar, with her talons outstretched, and she's going to have a swipe at you. It's a 7 to hit.
Does not hit.
Didn't think so. She's then going to pull a club out from behind her and swing that down towards you.
She's determined.
That's a 17 to hit.
That does not hit.
Join the
17 doesn't hit.
What's your class, Nisba?
I've got a breastplate on, which gives me the armor class, and I've got an armor class of 18.
Nice.
Fuck this. 4 more harpies appear. No.
Yes.
You bastards.
As long as it's not a
What
giant.
happens if you swing and like if you had 18, is 18, does that hit or does it have to be greater than his armor class?
18 hits.
18
18.
hits, yeah.
Equal or above.
Right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Alright, that finishes that creature's turn. Drakon, you're up next.
I'm gonna. How far am I from Nesba? I can walk up to her, right? That's not that far, is it? Let me just.
You've got 30 feet of movement. She's 35 feet away, so you can
Isn't
get
it
within
Nesba's
melee range,
turn?
yes.
So yeah, I'll do that. Try to get from sort of behind her as she's facing towards Nesba.
Yeah, okay, so you'll have advantage on that attack.
And I would like to have a swing with my longsword, please.
Okay, go ahead.
I'd like to have a swing alongside, please.
Go ahead.
+7. So that's going to hit, right? 23,
Oh, yeah.
24.
Let me just check. Yeah, that hits.
And the damage is 1d. Oh, so if I get advantage, you say, do I do 1d10 plus? So I got 1d8 plus 6 is regular damage.
1d8 plus 6.
So
This is your longsword, right?
That's a 9, yes.
Yeah. Yep. So 9 total?
Yep.
Great. I don't know if you know this as well, but you've got 2 attacks in combat now. You've got...
Attack of opportunity? No, not attack.
No, there's something that you've got that makes you have two. Where is it? Or is that like a bonus action? Oh no, extra attack. You can attack twice whenever you take the attack action on your turn.
And so I can use that
That's a fight. It's a fighter thing. Yeah.
So I can have another swing with my longsword.
You can.
So I roll a d20 again, do I?
You do.
And I roll only a 13 this time.
13. That still hits.
Oh, okay.
What?
They're
not armored, are they?
No, they're
And they've
almost
got wings.
completely naked.
This
They
time
are
she
completely
pops an 8.
8 damage.
Yep.
All right. And are you doing anything else this turn?
No, that's all for now.
Okay, Nesbar.
Nesba, let's fuck her up.
All right.
Nesbar, let's.
So Nesbar is going to attack. Actually, he's gonna cast Hunter's Mark
Okay.
on her.
On the one next to you.
Yeah, the one in front of me.
Yep.
And let me just tick the old Hunter's Mark. Boom. Cool. Alright, so that roll do a d20 for the first attack.
Just going to give her a little one of those.
11.
To hit?
Mm.
That hits.
Cool. I'm just going to go with a D. So yeah, this was probably should have said at the start because I did the Hunter's Mark as my bonus action. He's going to hit with the longsword with 2 hands.
Okay.
So
That increases the damage dice, right?
Yeah, it's a D10 plus 3.
Okay.
Rolling that. That's 10 points of damage.
Okay.
And then Hunter's Mark damage gives them, what is it? It's just a 1d6, isn't it?
It is.
Plus 1 extra damage. Oh, hang on. If you attack action, you can make 1 additional weapon attack. That's right, I got the Dreaded Ambusher. So I'll roll another attack because I got that Dreaded Ambusher.
Okay.
I've got to see if it'll hit.
So this
first.
isn't Hunter's Mark, this is just the Dreaded Ambush.
No, this is just the regular.
Yep.
When you make 1 weapon attack, that deals 1d8 damage on hit. So I've got to make sure it hits first. That's plus 6. There you go. Natural 1.
That unfortunately misses.
Bugger.
You swing down towards it, and your blade actually gets stuck in the dirt as you hit the dirt, and it takes you a moment. You can't lift it back up. You feel a bit embarrassed because it's so close to you.
Yeah, and that's the end of that turn.
All right. Why is Drakon in there twice?
Don't know.
This is
Oh.
badass.
Did you have 19 for your initiative?
No, 17.
Oh, okay, then that's all right. Well,
All good.
we'll
I
just
think because you had me first and then Dracon, and then you...
that's all right. We'll just
Yeah, that's fine.
we'll just fix it up for next turn. Cromnards, now you're up.
We'll move up 25 feet. Somewhere around about here.
Somewhere around here.
It's not anywhere around here.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
And I'll have a look. Does the harpy look fairly damaged, or?
It does. It's taken a couple of pretty heavy blows. It looks very, very hurt. Big blade swipes to both directions. It's bleeding out profusely.
All right. Well, then I'll look over at the second mythical creature with wings and the body of a human,
Yeah.
and I'll cast guiding bolt at it
Okay.
at second level.
Holy God.
Guiding bolt.
So
Is that a
is it-
save? No.
No.
Does it need to hit?
Yeah, it's 17.
Yeah, that definitely hits. So 16 points of radiant.
16 points of radiant damage.
Excellent. Cackling energy comes out of Cromnards. Where do you cast it from?
Like Dragon Ball, like.
Yeah. Cool. Flying across.
I'll do again.
What's the range on that? Is 120?
Man.
120 feet.
Yeah, sweet. Good for you. Okay, you doing anything else?
Am I doing anything else? Let me just see. Nope. I shall. That's my turn.
All right. So, as you guys are battling these creatures, the blue eyes that you first saw in that cave, Nesbar, you slowly see these massive claws start to reach out the front of the cave, and this face with this massive row of teeth just starts like poking its snout out the front of it, and these blue glowing eyes come out into the light. You see this multi-legged sort of reptilian-like creature with these massive, powerful jaws.
What's it called? The damn.
Step out into the step out into the fuck you, and start to run towards you, Nesbar. And it's gonna reach out towards you, turn its head on its side, and clamp down on top of you with its bite. Fuck you. A 10 to hit, I'm guessing, doesn't hit.
No, it does not hit.
So you manage to just pull out of the way, and the jaws clamp onto your coat as you sort of swing back, and you see this sort of ooze that's coming out of its gums and dripping down the side of you as it lets out this horrific roar. But that is the end of that creature's turn. Now, this harpy here it flies down towards you, Pozu, and it groups down towards you with its talons. That's a 13 to hit. Why am I rolling shit? I'm guessing that doesn't hit.
Pozu?
What? I didn't hear anything there. It was just dead silent.
Oh,
13
really? Can you
to
not
hit.
hear me?
I didn't know.
Oh,
13 to hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Misses.
Okay. Okay, and then it's going to swing down towards you with its club. 14 to hit.
Hits.
Okay, you take 2 points of bludgeoning damage.
Uncanny dodge. Only 1 point.
Nailed it.
Ow! Only half hit me. 1 damage. Oh, yep.
Okay. And you can feel its talons gripping into you, and it flaps its wings really hard, and it tries to take off. It's used all its movement though. Pozu, you're currently grappled by the talons of this creature.
So what does that mean if I'm grappled?
Actually, no, because it missed with its talons, it tried to grab you, but it missed, so you're not currently grappled. Sorry.
cut its legs off. Very good.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for a bit of a stab.
Bit of a stabby stab.
Just a cheeky stab.
With what weapon?
I'm gonna go dual. I'm gonna go 2-weapon fighting. So first action is gonna be dagger. Second action is gonna be dagger.
Okay.
So we will go.
The first dagger hits.
Okay.
It's not sneak attack,
But
so
it's not sneak attack, so it's only 4.
4 points of damage. You swing up towards it and nick one of its talons as it tries to grab you. And it screeches at you. Okay. Are you doing anything else, Pozu?
I'll stay there.
You're going to stay where you are? Okay.
Well, I don't want to disengage because you'll get me. I can't. I don't want to move away.
Okay. Okay.
Fucked up.
Okay.
Looks like I've been taken away. Like I'm not on this turn order anymore. I think I follow the next harpy, but
Yeah, you're at 17.
yeah.
Okay. This harpy here is actually going to start singing again.
Ah, bitch.
So, who failed the original?
That's me.
I think you passed the first one, Pozu. It was just Nesbar, wasn't it?
Nesbar was
The
the
first time. Yeah, Nesbar was the first.
It was just Nesbar. It was the second one that, yeah. So, Nesbar, you need to make a wisdom save throw.
Come on, baby. Ooh.
Yeah.
It's an 18.
Ah. Okay. Yeah. So it starts singing towards you, but you shake your head straight away, and you completely, and it gets furious as soon as you do that. And then swings down to swipe. You stop singing, swipes down towards you with its claws. 12 to hit, misses again.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Okay. That's the end of its turn. Back to you, Nesbar.
So it was Draken was
Yeah.
next.
Should I have my turn first?
Oh, sorry.
DM?
Well, yeah.
It was
You deleted
both-
me.
both got 17,
Yeah, cool.
but,
Okay,
like,
yeah, Draken,
you were
yeah.
the first one that went.
I guess. What should we do? I'd like to
Rage.
rage. I would like to just chokehold the harpy.
Hold the
So I
heart.
guess an unarmed strike.
Okay.
You try and grapple it.
Yep.
Are you trying to grapple it?
No,
What are you trying to do?
basically, I'll tell you what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to grab her by the neck and swing her out of the way, and then I'm going to have a go at this other beast with the legs while I'm holding her away.
So you are trying to grapple it.
Yep.
So you need to make a strength check.
Sure.
Great.
Come on, strong boy.
Doesn't look very strong.
14.
Okay, you successfully reach up. Where are you grabbing it by? The
I want to grab her by the neck to stop her singing. I want to choke her out.
okay.
Good.
It's down at a level now where you would be able to reach up and do that. So you do grab it around the neck.
Yep.
Successfully. Okay. What are you doing next?
I'm going to have a swing at the beastly creature with my longsword.
So you.
Well, actually,
You've got
yeah.
the creature grappled between your arms, so you won't be able to use a longsword if you're grappling a creature.
So I'm using both hands, am I, on the creature?
Yes. Okay, so you wanted to grab it with one hand.
I wanted to choke her out with one hand, yeah.
So you're standing behind it, so you could only really grab it at the back of the neck.
Okay.
Are you happy to do that?
No, I'm not happy to do that. Can I step around to the front? I want to position myself between...
Just stab her in the throat.
Yeah, maybe I should just stab her in the throat. You know what? I would like to stab her in the throat.
Yes!
Okay.
That's my boy.
And I shall use a scimitar for that.
Okay, go ahead and stab her in the throat. The back of the throat, but the throat.
The back of the throat. Well, if we're successful, we'll go right through.
Are you still wanting...
Stab yourself in the throat.
You pull out the sword and try to stab towards it, but stumble and trip over a rock and fall down to one knee.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. Is it the end of your turn?
No, I'll have I'll have the second extra attack.
Sure. Okay. Go
And
ahead.
from my position, I'll try to swing at her with the longsword from while I'm down on one knee, swing upwards.
Okay. With both hands.
Sure.
So I because this is because I don't know if you could sort of change weapons like that on the fly during one action, if that makes
Sure.
sense, like during one turn.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have you use your scimitar, then quickly grab out your longsword.
Yeah. So just continue to use the scimitar, but I'm going to miss anyway. It's a what is it? A 13.
That hits.
Oh, okay. 1d6 plus 6 gives me a 10.
Points of damage.
Yep.
So this creature falls down to the ground. Feathers sort of fly out everywhere. It screeches out as you strike it, and it flops down as a lifeless heap towards the ground.
Cool. End of my turn.
Okay, Nesbar.
Alright, so Nesbar is going to move the bonus action, use the Hunter's Mark to the fucking big monster that's right there.
Yep.
And he is now going to swing with two hands, Shadow Spike. So it's plus 6.
Shadow
Let's
Spike.
do this. Oh god, that's 9.
It's been a long time, Shadow Spike.
That is a 9.
So that misses. You
Ow.
strike out towards it, and it sort of goes in between a couple of plates on its back and just shrugs it off.
Well, that's my turn. I'm pretty sure. Because
Shattered.
Wait, okay, sorry, I should have done this before. Sorry. I need both Drakon and Nesbar to make a Constitution saving throw.
Lol.
What do you add to a saving throw? What's the
Drakon, so you...
On. Your con modifier, constitution modifier.
Plus 2 you would be.
2. So 15 for me, please.
Okay. So Nesbar, as you, well, just before you started to strike it, you notice it locked gaze with you, and its eyes started to glow brighter, and there's something about you that starts to stiffen up, and you start to feel like your joints and your bones and your fingers start to crack and crease. You're currently incapacitated. Oh, sorry, you're currently restrained. And you feel your feet start to sort of crack and crumble as well, and it solidifies. I need you to make another Constitution saving throw.
Both of us or just Nesbar?
Just Nesbar.
It's an 11.
Okay. The sword that you're holding in your hand, you drop as your hand solidifies, and you can't move it at all, and starts to turn a deep colour of grey.
Cool.
That's the end of your turn, Cromnar.
I'm going to move up 25-ish feet.
Okay.
So about here. And then, because I've already had a crack at this winged human, half human beast, I might cast a sacred flame its way. So it needs to make a DC 14 dex save. Or take 8
Alright.
radiant damage. 8 radiant damage.
Here come the good rolls.
Bullshit.
19.
Yeah.
Do I take half damage?
Yes.
Okay.
Otherwise you take half damage, I'm pretty sure. Sacred flame.
So I think you're
No. Doesn't. If it takes, remember, if I cast
doesn't
sacred
take
flame
any
and it doesn't hit, doesn't take any damage.
Okay.
Dang.
Now, because that was a cantrip, I could cast a bonus action, but I'm not going to. Actually, yes I am. Spiritual weapon. I create a giant warhammer over the top of the harpy that takes a swing at it.
Okay.
For a 22.
To hit?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That hits it
So it
twice.
takes 9 force damage.
9 force damage. And it's your big warhammer, isn't it?
Yep.
Smashes down. Ah! Screeches out as you hit it across the head. Alright,
And that'll be my turn.
Okay, sweet. Alright, seeing that its effect has worked on Nesbar, it's going to turn towards Drakon. I think it needs to move. Yeah, move up towards you. Whoops. And it's going to do the same thing it did before, reach out to bite you. Its jaws are off apparently, and it misses. So it's same thing, it snaps its jaws towards you, but you duck out of the way just in time. Okay, it's this harpy's turn. It's again gonna try and grab you with its claws. It's a 17 to hit. Pozu.
Yeah, hits.
Okay, you take 7 points of slashing damage.
Uncanny dodge. 4 points?
Yeah.
Or 3 points?
3 points.
And make a strength check.
Oh, God. Let me just put that damage in and then go strength check.
Okay, you're currently grappled by that creature, and it starts to fly up into the air.
Yeah.
It flies up 20 feet
God.
and then starts to fly another 20 feet towards that rock.
Oh, okay.
Drink the potion.
I'm grappled. Has it got my hands or has it got my shoulders? Where's it holding me?
It's not. It's just the clothes. So it's just grabbed onto your clothes, like your shoulders, and lifted you up and started to fly off. So it's now your turn.
Yeah.
Poser, come back. You can put it all on me.
I'm gonna cast.
I think it took Nazbar.
I'm gonna cast Magic Missile.
Okay. To what?
The big one that's got me.
Okay.
It'll drop you if you hit it.
I'm 20 foot up, aren't I?
Yeah.
You are 20 foot up. Yeah.
Is he above the
Yeah,
stone?
but I'm not over the rock yet.
You're not over the rock.
Yeah. No. So all 3 missiles are going to go at that.
Okay. Yeah. And do they take?
Yeah.
Is that 4 points each?
Per missile.
Oh yeah, no, that's. Do I roll? Will I roll
1d4
3?
plus 1.
You can roll. You can roll 3 separate ones if you like.
Yeah, that's how I'd usually do it, wouldn't you? Roll 3.
Well, what's the actual thing say?
4.
It says you create 3 glowing darts of magic force. Each dart hits a creature of your choice that you can see within range. A dart deals 1d4 plus 1 force damage to its target. The darts all strike simultaneously, and you can direct.
Yeah, so I'd say the damage is
3 times
applied
4.
when you
No,
cast
it's
it.
just once threat.
I'd say the damage is applied when you cast it, so you fire it out from your hands, and the force that you give it is the damage equivalent. So you wouldn't be throwing them individually, if that makes sense. It's an instantaneous cast, so it'd be the same damage.
Okay, so 12.
Was it 3 darts or 4 darts?
3.
4. Yeah. Okay. All right. You fire your missiles. They swing out from either side of you, and they just hit it all at the same time, applying this massive. You hear this loud screech that this creature gives out, and you feel its talons go limp in you, and you drop 20 feet.
For how much, bruh?
2d6.
Do you roll that?
I roll that. 9 points of damage.
Whew.
And make a dex saving throw. That's fine. So you don't fall prone.
12.
You land on your feet. It hurts. You can feel the shock go up through your shins. But it's fine. So this harpy tumbles out of the sky and smashes its head into this rock that was here, and blood splatters across there as it falls limp across that rock.
Oh god. So
4 against 1, boys.
Yeah, boy.
give me 2 seconds.
Yeah, the boys.
That's dead. That harpy's dead.
Action. So I've got bonus action.
Okay.
I'm
Draco.
going to. No. Haven't I got movement and bonus action still?
You do. Yes.
Cast.
Boy hits the floor and just bounces off, ready for action.
Before you do anything though, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
What?
That's fine. So you feel the eyes of this creature lock at you as soon as you land and hit the ground. It attempts to perform something to you, and you shrug it off as soon as you can feel it trying to influence you. Okay.
So I go, this is fucked, and I bonus action disengage.
Okay.
And I head over back to here.
No problem. Oops.
And that's Pozu's done. That felt like a month worth of stuff.
Well, because it was that
three
Harvey's turn,
saving
and then it
throws?
was immediately your turn after that. So, yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
Dracon.
Yep.
I need a Constitution save.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
It is 15.
Thank you, sir.
$13.
50, yeah, plus 2, 15.
Oh, 15. Okay. Yeah, same thing again. You're noticing now that it appears to be the gaze of this creature that's trying to influence you. So as long as you can see the creature's eyes and you're within a certain range of it, you know that's what's causing. You've seen what happened to Nesbar.
Yeah.
You know that's what's causing it. Okay, so now go ahead with your turn.
Well, I'm gonna stab it in the eyes, aren't I? Knowing that. We're going for
Clearly, I don't know
eye
why I
shot.
was thinking anything else.
It's so obvious. Let's have a look. What are we going to stab it with? We're going to stab it with... So could I use a hand axe in each arm and so can I use do I have to do one hand axe at a time and try to, if I want to just go one eye each time, or?
No, they're light weapons, so you can use 2 hand axes.
Yep. So 2 hand axes, one in each hand, swinging at both eyes.
Okay.
Do I roll a d20 per hand axe, or?
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's a 19, and that's 9. Obviously, I'm not ambidextrous.
That
So
leading hand's good.
the first one hits.
Yep. 1d6 plus 6. So the first one will give you 12.
12 points of damage.
So is that? So you got 2 light hands. That's 1 attack. So it's attack bonus action. But with that second attack, does that mean he gets a 3rd hit?
That's a good question.
So because I have 2 weapon fighting as my actions in combat. What does that mean?
Dracon. So if you take the action,
Yeah, it's a bonus action I've used.
yeah. So you've got an extra attack. So that you 2 weapon fight with your first attack.
Yeah.
Is that how that works?
Well, it sounds like it says you can use a bonus action to attack with a different light melee weapon that you're holding in the other hand. You don't add your ability modifier to the damage of the bonus attack unless the modifier is negative.
No, it's an extra attack. An extra attack is an extra attack. So yeah, you take it.
Yeah, so
Combat?
he attacks twice with his main hand, and then he gets the bonus action as his offhand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You okay?
But you get 1 more attack.
Yeah, so with my extra attack, can I have another swing at the eye I missed?
Yes.
So let's have another D20.
What did you call it?
The eye he missed.
Oh,
The eye.
I thought you were calling
The
it
eye of mist.
I thought you were calling it the Iron Mist or something. I was like, that's a pretty.
Is that the name of the creature?
That's cool.
Is that what the creature is named?
Yes, it's an Iron Mist. Now it is for sure.
Iron Mist.
That's a 19 plus 7, so 26.
Yeah, that hits. Yeah.
And let's do only a 7. Do I blind him?
7 points of damage. It's not enough damage to blind him. No. It hurts when you smash into it, but it sort of shakes off the blood that gets into its eye as you hit it, and manages to keep its gaze.
I think that's my turn over.
Turn over.
Turnover.
Okay.
Apple turnover.
Nesbar.
Game on.
Da-da-da-da.
Game on.
So you're currently got 0 speed. Da-da-da-da. So you'd have disadvantage on any attacks.
Disadvantage on any attack.
Someone's cat going crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a cat outside my window fighting. I don't think our cats are inside, so I'm not sure who it is. But yeah.
Flipping out.
Jeez, how close to the window is it?
Well, I'm on the second story.
Wow.
So, yeah, it's at least a story down.
All right. So, I mean, I can't shake off the effect at all.
I'm trying to find if you do get any.
It's a terrifying monster soundtrack, Nick.
Thank you.
So yeah, so I can still attack. Is that a thing?
You can still attack, yes.
All right.
You haven't completely turned.
As I've been doing before. I thought I was like completely stone.
No, you haven't completely turned to stone.
Cool. All right. Well, I'm going to shift. So that gives me 7 temporary hit points for 1 minute.
Delicious.
And then I'm just going to try and attack with the old two-hander. What do I want? There we go. At disadvantage. First roll, and then second roll. So 9 for the first one, 23 and 9, so 9.
Okay.
Shit.
That misses.
Awesome.
So I'm just trying to figure out how this works. DC Constitution if
It's still going.
failed save. Creatures there.
Man.
Okay, so make another Constitution saving throw.
That's a 15.
Okay, so its attention now sort of pulls back to Drakon, and as it does, you feel it start to wear off. It hasn't completely worn off, so you are still restrained, but you start to feel a bit looser in your joints. Not all of them. Your feet are still stuck solid to the ground, but you're starting to get a good feeling back in your elbows and fingers.
Awesome.
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 Okay, is that the end of your turn?
Out.
It's the end of my turn.
It's the end of your turn. You always get the worst of it, Nesbar. Cromnar.
Whenever anything gets restrained.
So first of all, I'll move up 25 feet to about here.
Yeah.
Somewhere. And I'll cast a Stagger Flame in it, so make another Dex save.
Dex. Hasn't got great dexterity. It's a 7.
It's a big lumbering iron mist.
That was the first one, sorry. I pushed it twice by accident. So it takes 5 radiant damage.
Okay. Your radiant flame hits it in the side. It hurts it, but it doesn't seem to pay you too much attention.
And then I'll move my spiritual weapon, which was here.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
As my
that's
bonus
why you
action.
kept putting that bark on the ground. I'm like, what the fuck is
Yeah,
that?
I'm like, that's my spiritual weapon.
Okay, cool.
Because we don't have a spiritual weapon marker.
I thought it did give you.
And
It's alright. Here we go.
and that's not going to hit. An 8.
So you moved it over to the top. 8 does miss. You can't see that very well, but there is now a mythical hammer swinging above the creature's head.
Ah, yep. That's a warhammer. Yeah, and that'll be my turn.
Okay, the creature is going to have another attack towards Dracon.
Do your worst, creature.
Glad you said that. Fuck, I hope that's a natural 20.
You
16
need
to
a
hit.
24. Nah, misses.
Ah, fuck off. With you
Yep.
guys with your
I'm
armor
not even wearing-
class.
I'm not even wearing a breastplate. My natural skin is a breastplate.
So, DM, I've got Sentinel.
Okay.
So, when a creature within 5 feet of me makes an attack against a target other than you, you can use your reaction to make a melee attack against that.
Yeah, boy.
Okay. Go ahead.
I can't believe you got the Sentinel thing.
DM, I've got Sentinel.
Is that an 18 to hit?
Yeah.
Yeah, it hits.
And it's a... I should know this by now. +3. That's what I was saying before, like 12.
12 points of damage. It's looking hurt. It's looking pretty rough. You guys are giving it a good go now.
Join the fight, Pogu. Come back.
Is it my go?
That bite didn't. Yeah, didn't. Okay. It is your go now, Pozu. Yes.
Oh, hang on. Dude, no. I didn't roll a hunter's mark damage before, that's fine. Because I did. It's
How long
fine.
ago
It's
was it?
cool.
Yeah.
That was.
Sorry.
It was,
It's
it was
gone. It's gone.
yeah.
I'm not letting you have it.
Yeah. I'll roll it next round.
Okay.
I'm gonna go to here,
Okay.
and I'm getting my crossbow out. I'm gonna shoot it at the mist.
Okay.
Mist.
Crossbow.
Yeah.
Well, technically, it does say until the spell ends, you deal a 1d6 damage to the target whenever you hit it with a weapon attack.
Yeah.
So I could have rolled then. I should have read it.
So I'm not letting you have the hunter's mark. I thought we discussed this already.
Technically, I'll just do the hunter's mark the next round.
Do I have advantage on that? Because it's
No.
what? Okay. I can't see. It's all mucked up. I can't see how much it's dealt because there's a bit of black over the top of the bottom part of where all the text is. So
How much what, sorry?
how much that hit for?
6.
How much
You can't
damage?
see your
Oh,
rolls.
11.
11 piercing and 11 sneak attack.
So,
Yeah, so don't count the sneak attack. It's 11 piercing.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's blurring your vision? Why can't you see it?
There's when you roll over something and it says rolling 1d20 plus 6, 10 equals 10 plus 6.
Yeah, okay.
It's something that's come up and it's frozen and it won't disappear.
Right, okay. Yeah, that actually happened to me before. It was like, give me some... I think that's, what's its name? 20, Beyond 20. Messing with it. Okay. So you did 11 points of damage. It's looking pretty hurt. That was a crossbow, right?
Yeah.
So the bolt sticks into the side of it. It gives this roar of terror as it screeches out. Is that the end of your turn?
I'm gonna move. Just bonus action dash over to there with the rocks.
Okay.
That's
Draco.
me.
Alrighty.
I need you
Time
to
to
make
finish.
a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Wish me luck.
Good luck.
Oh no. 4. 4. He's got me.
Smash, son.
So you're immediately restrained.
Yep.
And you can feel that what you experienced seeing Nesbar before, what you experienced seeing him, you start to feel that stiffening of your joints, and your feet sort of lock in place, and you can feel this crackling coming up the inside of your scales. Okay, so you're currently restrained. So what would you like to do?
What can I do when I'm restrained? Nothing. Can I?
So,
Can I?
Restrained creature your speed is 0. Your attacks against you have advantage, and attacks you roll have disadvantage. And
So I can still attack.
You can still attack, just with disadvantage.
Okay, well, I'm going to have a go. I guess I will use my longsword to try the most damage. So when you say disadvantage, so what do I add
roll
to?
Roll 2 d20s and take the lower number.
Okay. I still add like the +7 to it, do I?
Yeah.
So it'll be 13 is my lowest.
To hit?
Yeah.
That misses.
Okay. I'll try an extra attack.
Okay.
See if I can get this. Nah. Never mind. I'm not going to bother rolling a second one.
You're swinging towards it, but its gaze, now that it's locked on you, it's sort of throwing you off, and you don't have your normal dexterity with being able to move your feet and your weight around. Throws you, and you're not able to hit it. Nesbar.
Turn it over. Save me, Nesbar.
Drakon, are you done?
Yeah, I'm done, yeah.
Nesbar, you're still restrained, and now that it's come back to the start of your turn, you can feel that stone starting to creep up on your limbs again. What would you like to do?
Alright, so I'm just going to start wailing on it.
Okay.
Nesbar's going to start wailing on it, so he's going to attack with both swords, so Shatter Spike first.
Okay.
That was an 8.
That misses. You have disadvantage as well.
Yeah, well, if that was disadvantage, if I didn't get it with 8. Then
Yeah, just leave it.
So next one. And it was 8 again.
So you same thing as you're seeing Drakon, and both you are starting to feel uncomfortable. The weight of this stone, now you can feel it in your arms, and it's just not letting you swing the way that you used to.
Cool.
Doing anything else?
Nah, that's it. Do I have to try and... Can I get rid of this at all at the end of the turn, or is it...
Yeah, actually, sorry, yeah. So, Drakon, you can do that as well. So, sorry, Constitution saving throw from both of you guys.
22.
Yeah, okay.
Why did
22, you're in the poo.
There we go, let's try that. 13.
Okay, that passes as well. So you both start again to you don't completely get rid of it, so you can still feel it. It's like it's coursing through your blood. But you've stopped it traveling up your body, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Okay.
And we're still restrained, are we?
You are still restrained.
Okay.
Cromnar, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Come. 12.
That makes it.
Makes it. Okay. As my first, I'll try and hit it with my warhammer.
Okay, your floaty warhammer or your regular warhammer?
Nah, my normal warhammer, not my spiritual weapon.
Okay, cool.
So you're
the floaty warhammer.
Oh, whoops. That was twice. First one, 21. Bludgeoning. 5 bludgeoning damage.
How would you like to kill this creature?
Oh, I reckon I'm going to crush its skull with my warhammer.
Crush its skull with your warhammer.
Yep. So I'll jump up
Don't
And
damage the
come
skull
down.
too much. It might be worth money.
Come down and just like hit it in between the eyes and crush its skull into the top of its brain.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then my spiritual weapon will come down and have a. Yep.
Both at the same time.
Yeah.
I want you to roll a strength check to see how effective that skull crushing is, just for the fun of it.
2.
Strength.
With advantage.
Cromnar in his head is just like, whoa.
This is my time.
Oh no. 11.
11.
Okay. So you do smash it down, and you can definitely hear a very profound cracking as you do smash a warhammer into the top of its skull, and it sort of echoes out throughout this sort of valley as it smashes down, and this sort of silence falls as you do. You don't cave its skull in or anything like that, but you can see the life, this blue light just blink out as soon as you've made connection. This creature falls down dead. And just as that happens, you hear this beautiful ethereal voice. No, I'm just kidding. And that's it. You are now technically out of combat.
Can I cast Lesser Restoration on Nesbar?
You can.
Which either ends one disease or one condition afflicting him. Like, is it a poison? I assume it's something like stone skin or something.
Yeah. Technically, this says it can only be freed by greater restoration, but I'll allow lesser restoration spell.
Sick.
Oh.
And I guess we'll try and pilfer it for
What a good day.
teeth and bones and whatever Kashane will need.
All right.
Well, we need the tons from the harpies because we know they're harpies, but do we know what this thing is? We don't. Does anyone know what this is, DM?
I know what it is, I think, but not Pozu.
Right, that's what I mean. Does any of the party recognize it?
I'll get Drakon. You can roll a nature check, and anyone can either give him assistance or roll a second roll if anyone else is curious to know what the creature is. Give him advantage or roll a separate.
I'll give him advantage and guidance.
Okay.
What do I add anything to a nature check?
Yep. So I'll find your nature for you
Yeah.
if you like. So +0. So the answer technically is no.
16 for me, then on advantage.
That's fine. This creature you have heard of before. You'd heard your tribe had come across one of these, and some soldiers that you fought with or alongside had come across creatures like this before, and the way they described it matches this creature perfectly. This is a basilisk.
It's a basilisk.
Basilisk.
Okay, and although we know these are harpies, do any of our party know that these are harpies?
We'd know they were harpies, wouldn't
You
we?
know they're harpies, yeah.
Okay. Well, in that case, I would like to proceed with cutting out the tongues of the harpies. And I'm just having a look at what we need.
What are you doing that for?
Apparently we can get good coin for their tongues.
So go ahead and
out.
roll.
Yeah,
Sorry.
But what?
how long are you going to be holding on to the tongues for? They'll go pretty rank in a quick while.
That's a good point.
So it's a great point. I would consider the same as regular sort of meat. If you think about that, if you cut a tongue out of a creature, unless you get that on ice or get it refrigerated, that's going to rot probably, I'd say, 1 or 2 days, pretty quickly.
That's the best.
Very quickly. But teeth and bones and feathers and hair and stuff is different.
Yeah, hair's slightly deteriorates at a bit of a quicker rate, but teeth definitely, bones, things like that. That's fine.
Anyone got some pickling juice?
I've got some holy water.
So from the basilisk, it says you can collect eggs. Anyone? I'm not going to go into that cave though.
So
Eggs.
Nesbar just
gullet.
goes to like the edge and just like peers in it with his dark vision. Of what have I got? What's my dark vision? I can't remember.
I'd say 60 feet. I can't.
Yeah, I think it's 60 feet.
It's
yeah.
90 feet actually.
Oh.
You see pretty far back into this cave. Probably a good 60 feet or so. There are certain angles and stuff that come out that sort of prevent you from being able to see exactly how far back the cave goes, or if there's any sort of passageways or anything like that that might lead out. You don't see a nest immediately within that range either. You can see other scattered bones and bits of sort of remains of other creatures within that area.
Can I check those remains / bodies for like if there's like any equipment just like strewn around or anything? Someone's backpack maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and roll investigation.
All right. That is a big 6.
Oh,
So the smell, as soon as you step in, the smell is pretty unbearable. You only sort of start going through a few things before you start to sort of dry reach and you find a few copper pieces, about 15 copper pieces, just on the first body that you started to investigate, but you sort of can't stomach it after that and back out of the cave.
Alright, I'm gonna put in my 15 copper pieces.
Worth it.
It also says that the valuable from the basilisk is the gullet and the eyes, but having just learned that things go off in this world, then I suppose we better leave those 2 things too.
unless we were heading back straight away.
No.
No.
Are
we?
What if we put the eye in the healing potion and just sit in the healing potion? It constantly heals it, but keeps it half done. That didn't work.
I think
I
you're
like
going
that.
to ruin the healing
I think
potion.
that's very clever. I reckon it's worth a shot.
Just waste a greater healer potion. That was 450 pieces of gold.
But we got a basilisk eye.
Well, it's worth 1,000 apparently.
Well, what is worth 1,000?
The basilisk eye.
Where are you reading that?
On the Monster Harvester's handbook?
That's egg, mate. Egg is worth 1,000
Oh,
gold.
sorry, egg. Sorry, mate. Egg.
And it's a male, so good
The
luck.
eyes are worth 5 each, and the gullet's worth 65.
See, is this a male? How much is his cock worth?
Nothing. There's no magical use for a basilisk cock. I can't believe I've said that sentence out loud. Piece of shit for making me say that.
You'll get more followers on Twitch this way.
Oh, well, that was interesting.
Interesting.
There is people
I
in
love
chat
that.
on Twitch.
I love that song Noah singing.
I bet, man.
Are we
So
gonna-
did you want to try and get the gullet?
No, I don't feel like there's a point in getting the esophagus.
65 gold. Well, it's up to
You're just excited by getting the gullet because we can take damage on it, can't we? You're so desperate to give us some damage.
What?
You want us? We live in a gullet.
Every single
Yeah,
fucking
that's
one
it.
of that thing's bites missed you guys. Every
Yeah,
single
I
one.
didn't take 1 point of damage that whole. I got frozen, but I didn't get any points of damage from anything.
I think Pozu is the only one that actually took damage.
Yeah, and that was mostly from his fall that he elected to do
Unbelievable.
himself. Yeah, no, I didn't take any damage either. I'm just having a check.
I just wasted my shifter.
Now, I believe we're leveling up now, aren't we?
No. Everyone but Drakon can level up now.
Yeah, dang.
Just going to get rid of turn order. Okay, are you guys doing anything else? What's the plan here?
I
Can
think
we
we
just
call it a night.
investigate
That's
the
it.
bones at the front of the cave and see if there's anything there worth of value, or do we already have a look at that?
Nesbar stepped into the cave to have a look at the bones that were there.
Okay.
You can have a look through these bones. You can roll an investigation check.
Nice.
Nice. The bones that you do sift through, most of them are sort of creatures from the area, sort of relatively large creatures, bears, things like that. But only a few scattered humans are there. You do find a small gold ring on the body of one of the humans that you come across, with a sort of emerald encrusted jewel in it.
Don't put it on.
I put it on and get teleported to a different plane.
Do you put it on?
No.
Please put it on.
He said he put it on.
You gave
Don't
exposition.
be like that.
Okay, I'm just going to turn that off. Okay, anything else?
Is anybody going to go in the cave, or are we going to keep walking and try and find this hook pike place?
It
pretty
is
rank
getting
there.
pretty late, so you guys have travelled through the mountainside. It is starting to get to sort of that dusk period now, so the sun's starting to set. This battle has
Excellent.
taken up a bit of your time. You're quite weary, but I mean the sun has not set yet.
Right, we go set up camp somewhere for the night.
There's just DM suggestion. There's a great looking cave just there. It doesn't look scary at all. No.
Well, all the animals think that this is a basilisk cave, because I would assume they would give it a wide berth, so it probably is pretty safe now that we've cleaned it out.
Unless there's another basilisk on the
Unless there's
inside.
another basilisk.
Unless they live in pairs
Yeah.
or families.
Basilisks, you did inspect for cock, and you did find a basilisk cock. So you can assume that basilisks do breed as normal creatures, or some normal creatures. So it may be a pair.
And there might be a mate. And female, and like the female could be 4 times as big if they're like spiders. It's got a lot of legs.
Yeah. Well, I reckon we go and find somewhere to camp for the night, and then pick up next game.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, so we're going into the cave, Dan.
All right. You see these blue flashing eyes that are 10 times bigger than the last ones you saw. Nah. So you guys move for a period. You do manage to find what you assume to be a relatively safe spot. You can. No, I won't make you roll for anything now. Set up camp as the sun goes down. Is there anything else that you want to do, or call it a night?
Call it a night.
Start doing the set up the old watch for the next game.
All right.
Yeah.
Campsite incoming.
Wicked.
Cool.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks,
Good
Nick.
game.
Thanks everyone
That
watching on
was it.
Twitch as well. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you guys next time.
Catch you.
Yeah. See ya.
I've stopped streaming now, but I was getting nervous there because our viewer count was getting up there. I think we had
There's like 13 people.
I think we had 13 people at one stage.
For real.
Yeah.
Sick.
I'm gonna stop recording too.